Okay, let's go. Let's go play some chess. I'm mad that I didn't practice at all. But I think it's fine. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing streaming from desktop. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Probably only need a mouse for chess. Oops. Just minimize OBS. Okay, I don't know how to navigate through chess. Oh, wait, I don't have my chat up. Shouldn't be too hard to... Just gotta turn this computer on. Hopefully there's no one in my chat yet. I won't be able to see messages for another couple of minutes. Alright, I almost have chat up. And there we go, I have chat up. Cool. God, I have all this shit open from... I was doing some work on Skyward Sword and I just abandoned it. So I have all these things open on my laptop. Spreadsheets and memory viewers and oh my god. It's J Castle on Spotify. Alright, so... Don't know where I can put this laptop, probably here. Take the power cable out because it doesn't fit. Sending invite, okay. I hope it works. Should do. To be honest, I'll probably not be looking at chat during the actual game. That would make sense because spoilers. I'll just close the laptop, no biggie. What's going on, Index? I haven't been streaming lately because of like one of my ears is blocked, so I just don't feel comfortable talking. But I made an exception for Pog chess game, and thanks for the good luck. 2 notifications. Wants to play 10 min. Tick. Okay. Treat others how you want to be treated. Finish every game you start. Don't get any help. Okay. Oh shit! It auto starts in 10 seconds. Fuck. Okay. I just closed the chat. Oh god, not chess. I don't know how to play this game. Game aborted. Was Joy a good sport? Rematch, decline, accept. Okay. He probably wasn't ready. I don't know why it would auto start like that. Good luck. I should post a good luck in chat. Good luck posted. I'll try to remember what a wise thing is to do. I'm going to be mostly just trying to play decisively and quickly, I guess. Yeah, there's like, okay. Is that a queen? Yeah, I can already defend that thing. Specifically the quick checkmate, I can't remember what it's called. In Serbian, which is going to be a German loanword, we call it Schustermat. Sounds very German. Alright, well, you know, I've blocked off this rook. Is anything stopping me from just like taking this pawn? No, probably not. I mean, I'm just looking around. I get a bit aggroed by the queen, but now that's blocked as well, so hopefully this just works. I'm taking too much time, man, to make these decisions. I'm probably just going to retreat next move. I can't calculate that far in advance. That's bold. Can't pull this back, but it's kind of controlling a decent amount of territory as it is. I can try moving the this thing out. I'm not sure he's going to just straight up take the rook out. That seems a bit over the top for opening moves. I'm going to give my queen a line of sight, and then I'm going to try to like pull the bishop out as well. Yeah, no, he's doing the thing. I don't ever see people doing this typically, so I'm not sure how to respond to it. You know, this pawn is just it's his pawn that's gone though, so I can't really do something similar to that without difficulty. So I can get my bishops out though, so she can defend most of these positions. Where's the 8 minutes? Okay. Oh fuck. Let's just be fast. His clock is just on 8 minutes 57 and mine's on 8:04. I just noticed that. Okay, so I'm going to try to play up the clock a little bit. Because, you know, if it expires, then it's just dire. Alright, so he's threatening there. There's not much I can do directly. I can obviously try to make it work like this. He can't really defend that because of this thing. Next move is kind of clear, like I'm trying to get this pawn out. Queen has like a solid 2 lines of sight as well, which is good. I can't see what's going on over there. I can't really attack in that direction either. I'm going to threaten his rook on the next move. I can obviously take the this knight out as well over here. It's not my move, no. Okay. Thankfully I'm catching the clock up. This is fun. Looking forward to the next Wind Waker HD community chess tournament. This is only single elimination, so it's high stress. Yeah, I mean this I can take that with queen. It's kind of not even defensible for him. He can attack. Okay, button. Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, yeah, this is looking pretty safe to me. All right, attack's gonna go in that direction. Bishop's gonna go that way. This is. This is. I'm overthinking this, right? I mean, I can fuck about and put pressure on this, and he's gonna have to defend that. I'm kind of safe on my exit. I can just go here. This might trap my queen, but I feel like it's not that bad because he's on the back foot at the moment. I still need to make sure I don't like run out of time though. So he's now defending. Nothing I can do over there. I can keep the attack up though. I think I'm pretty safe to do this. Queen is in a bit of a risky spot though. I want to start attacking to open up the space in this direction. You know, because like if this pawn gets eaten, then the queen can come back, for example. But now his rook is under threat, that's going to have to move. He could probably trap me though if I'm not careful. He's just moved out the way. Can I just attack directly at this point? Probably not. There's not much I can do. I need to move the queen. It's just somewhere else. Obviously I can just threaten this pawn here. So I'm gonna, I think, go ahead. Okay, I have an undefended pawn. This is not under attack at the moment though. So I'm just gonna run out of time is what's gonna happen, man. Fuck this. How do I defend this with difficulty? You can't defend that. There's very little you can do here. Actually, you can retreat bishop and just deal with everything else later. Yeah, that looks like a good move. Okay, just keep going. I'm a minute behind on the clock. Shouldn't have taken so long to make that decision. Obviously, like I have a bit of a material advantage, but I have to make sure I claw back a time advantage as well on the same note. So making decisive actions is going to be much more important to winning this game. So it's good that I realised that. Okay, that is undefended. Just go for it, hope for the best. Because he can't attack me. What's he attacking me with? Nothing. This is the thing. At the moment, I'm playing better, but I just have to make sure I preserve the time advantage. So you've got to make some very fast decisions now. Focus. If only I could like make these calculations in advance. Know what I'm doing. I think probably if time runs out, it just goes to material advantage. You can threaten the queen straight up on the next move, like whatever he's doing here. You can just whatever was attacking this seems to have, oh yeah, it was like the rook, wasn't it? Queen's fucked, I think. Not defensible. There are a few avenues of attack he has in this direction. Alright. I'm just looking at the clock because I want to be ahead on time. Good defense. I mean, oh yeah, no, queen's not fucked, is it? I have to do something now. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this like really basic move where I'm just gonna like start threatening him. So if he takes the, oh no, that's pawn for pawn. Sorry, I can't do that. I'm not gonna win that trade, so I'm gonna lose my time advantage. Shit, son, that's annoying. Can I put him in check? No, not safely. There's no way, he's too well defended here, so I'm just gonna move this here and hope for the best. He's not directly threatening me with anything that's important. Oh wait, I lost the oh shit, yeah, I lost the, that's not a big deal. He's lost the rook, it's fine. I think he's lost the rook, I can't tell. This is so confusing. Well, I mean, that's how it be. Because obviously I'm going to take that with the queen. So he's probably, for him, it's probably not the play to take the knight with his pawn. Because he's probably losing his rook if he does that. To my bishop, which I just pinned it. I'm not going to check Discord, I'm focusing. And also that's spoilers, so yeah, no chat, just screen. I don't know what's gonna happen here. We're just gonna have to wing it. I can't calculate that. That's my flaw as a chess player. Getting good at chess is all about learning to calculate. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I can do over there as well. I can open up my other bishop if he takes the pawn over there. Oh, interesting. He's fucking about. Because I can't. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I can't actually even attack directly. I have to wait for him to do something. So I just gotta make hay, I guess. Start eating. Oh yeah, it's obvious what you do here, right? You just do that. Like the avenue of attack is gone, but it should still be fine. The field's pretty open though, you know, there's definitely something that he could end up doing here that will mess things up. But I can just instantly develop this rook. If he takes this pawn. But I can't directly initiate anything here. I think he has to fuck about and do something. But the problem is this is a really tense situation, so I want to resolve that as fast as possible. Queen's come out. Seems reasonable. It's good for him to trade in this position. It's also good for me to trade in this position, although it might result in trouble. But I'll take the rook though, so it's probably a good shout. I'm just gonna go for it. Maybe I wanted to keep the queen. I don't know. I probably wanted to keep the queen. Oh yeah, because this could stalemate very easily now. Actually, now that I think about it, because I have to get those rooks the fuck out. There's not too much I can do otherwise. I could attack him straight up. This is defended, unfortunately. I'm just gonna try to close him down as soon as I can. I need to develop some more pieces though. I want him to take this so I can develop that. He's not developing shit at the moment. I can't see, and he has like no pieces. Okay, I have to run him down. Just fucking YOLO it, you know. This pawn is undefended. What was the point of that? Probably just a snap decision that went wrong. Beware. What I don't know how to make it do checkmates though. I'm gonna have to. I think might have to expire him on time. All right, so he's done a development. Not bad. I'm not eating that shit. On the other hand, you can't just checkmate using those two pieces. That's not happening. He can't do anything here. He can obviously try to take this though. So it could get sketchy because he has those two bishops still. I can't defend those positions. I'm just gonna kind of develop the pieces out. I'm gonna do a. I can castle here because he can't attack that. But he can take this pawn, which is oh shit, no, I can't castle because he's gonna put me in check. Oh man, that's depressing. But he's not gonna put me in check though because he can't back it up. I'll just take the bishop. So if he doesn't put me in check, this is getting castled ASAP. That pawn is under threat as well. Did he take something? I didn't even notice. I'm gonna put the bishop under threat by castling. Can I not castle? Why not? He's not attacking me. How do I? Dude, what are the fucking controls for doing that? I can put... Why can't I castle? That's weird. Alright, never mind. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna fucking run it and try to defend this shit as best as I can. He cannot do much here. Okay, just play quickly. He can't do much here because he can't... He has two bishops. They can't defend each other. The knight is miles away. And I just need to get the rooks out ASAP. End this nonsense. Shit. I'm stupid. I probably should have seen that coming. Well, never mind. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep going. I guess I still have a decent play here. I mean, he's gonna take this with a pawn, but it's not a big deal. Because I can move the king out of the way, threaten stuff, just kind of get things moving in this direction. We'll see how it goes. So you just gotta play fast now. Good luck. May the force be with you. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Just gonna be putting stuff in check. God, I have like 40 seconds of time advantage to catch up on it. It's so hard. Just go for it. I think it's fine. I don't know what he can threaten here. Not much, to be honest. Everything is defended. So he's not in a good position. Okay, yeah, he's blocked me from developing this. But I can... Do you think you can rook knight check? I think that's like impossible. Oh yeah, but I can just do this. I'm glad I saw that. That's stupid, isn't it? Let's put man in check and let's just put the pressure on. Yeah, it's gonna be a struggle to pull this off. Like, I don't have many pieces here. Can I think fast enough to like get a checkmate here? Probably not. He's gonna start putting pressure on if I close him down in the wrong direction, so I gotta really watch out. Alright. Good luck, Joyce. Fuck, I forgot that was a thing. Okay, well, pressure is now gonna have to just come through. Let's just YOLO it and see what happens. 36 seconds. You're fucking joking, mate. Oh god, this is annoying. He can't take that. He can take that if I put it there. I can't put that there either. That's so stupid. Like, actually, I can't do shit. Fuck, I'm stuck. I can't checkmate this. Like, at all. The knight is in the wrong place. I can do this. Good luck, I mean. 10 seconds on the fucking clock. Just hope. 4 seconds. He's gonna just move straight back. One second on the fucking clock, bro. Are you joking? No, no. Oh my god. Why though? Was that checkmate? Hang on. You can't take that. He could have gone there though. The knight is in the wrong place. That's not checkmate either. I failed. That was terrible. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna accept a rematch in a sec. Let me just check chat. Oh man, people. That is a lot of chat. I don't know if I'm gonna bother to look at it too much. I'm just gonna quickly flick through it. Oh god, I don't have chat up on stream, do I? Yeah, you can buffer moves, can't you? That's quite interesting. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna quickly try to put chat up on screen because I can do that quite easily, can't I? I'm just gonna, yeah, one sec. I know how to do that. But yeah, thanks. That's good to know that I'm explaining things decently as I'm just kind of going through it. All right, where's my chat box? Chat is going to be a browser capture v chat. This one. Just going to put it here. Okay, this might clash with the white text, but it's not a big deal. I don't want to keep Joyce waiting too much, so. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I won't be able to figure out what anyone in chat was saying. Like, thanks, you've given me a lot to read later, but because the context is gone and I'm not playing that game anymore, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna leave it till then. But, yep, I've put chat away again, and I'm just gonna go for it again, I guess. I'm just gonna sweat emoji at Joyce. We'll rematch now. Alright. Just like every Smash tournament I have ever done, I am on the back foot. I lost the first match, and now I'm gonna, well, if history repeats itself, lose the second match as well. I've not won a single game in a Smash tourney despite going to like 10 of them. Well, what are you gonna do? Alright. Yeah, it was a close one. I had a bit of going on for checkmate, but what are you gonna do? Oh god, when it comes to these openings and shit, I don't know what's going on. This is why I was kind of hoping I'd have a sec to prepare to just kind of look at some standard openings and standard closings, but as if I know what I'm doing. Is this like the situation where you can just do this and it's like, gee, oh no, you can take the bishop out, can't you? Yeah, it's whatever. Maybe I'll be able to think faster if I like take bishop for bishop or whatever, I kind of have to now because oh, he can do that. Okay, that makes more sense. I was being dumb. That's obviously completely standard stuff if I just bother to like learn the chess openings and shit. I don't know what to do here. I want to give I don't want to block the bishop immediately, but I want to give the queen. I could step out the queen possibly if I do this. Possibly develop this side by taking this pawn out 2 steps. The reason being, I already have a bishop here, so maybe it would help. I don't know. He's got the bishop moving as well. I'm gonna get judged so hard though for not knowing standard openings. Like what I've done now, it could be like really bad for all I know, but I just do not know. I do not have a clue. Yeah, okay. Oh god, this thing is happening again. Mr. Wembley, it happened again. Just, I don't think he took a piece. No, he didn't. It's fine. It's whatever. What else could he back this up with the queen? Yeah, you got to watch out for that. I guess maybe I wanted to actually put him on the back foot. I guess, getting the bishop to back off is always a decent shout in this position. You can't achieve much with like a direct attack there. So now I have, initiative, so I can choose what to do. Not that I know what I'm going to do with it though. I want to get the rook out. If I do this, I'm threatening him. I'm not sure he'll spot it, but I can also get the bishop out, which is nice. Even if he doesn't notice, but if he does, yeah, it's on sight. Alright, do you want to just set up some like exchanges here? Step this out too. Block him up. Knight has a way out, bishop has a way out, queen has a way out as well. This is not too bad for me. What about for him? Knight is kind of blocked. Bishop is sorry, this so yeah, bishop is kind of blocked. That's what I meant to say. Knights can kind of do this and this. How does this exchange end? I don't know. Depends who takes. If I take, yeah, he's backing it up, so it probably wouldn't have ended that well for him. I can't really attack there, it would be entirely pointless, but on the other hand, the rook can come out, but in order for me to do that, I want to put the rook here, so I guess this pawn should move here. There's no real disadvantage to putting it there, I don't think. But if this gets eaten, rook can come out, essentially, a bit in the future. We're even on time, so that's cool. Yeah, he can do something similar, I guess. But I'm completely in the clear now. If I attack him here, it's just like a 1-for-1 pawn exchange. The bishops kind of start staring each other down with an angry stare. But then I can like break a hole here. I don't know what he can do, but I'm not really in the mood to find out because I ran out of time last time. I'm just gonna put the bishop where I wanted to put it, sorry. This is defended, I can't attack in that direction, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, of course you could have done that, so I'm an idiot. Yeah, that was dumb of me. I'm just gonna let it go. If I threaten the bishop, I lose a line of attacks. If I move the pawns, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna let it go. You know, it's a good position for the rook here. That's still valid. On the other hand, the knight can't come out now because of that. That's fine, I think. Queen's in yeah, it's a good position for the queen. You know, I can't really take that without problem. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put this here and then try to break stuff down. It's just, I don't know, I think it's okay to just kind of have some sort of threat happening, you know. And pretty much I'm always aware that I'm losing time. It always takes me longer to make these kinds of decisions. You don't want to do that. This is undefended. This knight cannot do much. Oh, it can do this, can't it? That's bad. That's fucking. This is a really bad position actually for me. So you don't want to allow that to happen. So you should just pretty much. There's nothing I can do to like defend both sides, which is really annoying. You know, if I put it there, it's fucked. I can't move that either. I can just do this and hope. I don't know. It's fine. If I lose this match to being a bit more playing on instinct, that's fine. I just cannot afford to like lose on time again. You know, that's just so unnecessary. I mean, I had more of an advantage than time last time. It was just there was one big mistake with an oversight on a bishop. Yeah, knight's come out in that direction. He's not bothered taking this for some reason. I'm just gonna push him out directly by kind of clearing the space out. This is defended. This is fine. I'm probably going to end up attacking his... yeah, I'm probably going to end up attacking this bishop. I get a nice line of sight for this rook. Did I think that I could defend that with... I'm actually stupid. No, I've started making mistakes now. That's sad. What he should have done... it doesn't matter what he should have done. Rook's kind of looking not in good shape. TBH. Move this back and it's actually fine if you move that back. It doesn't change much. You can't do anything. He can move back. Is his knight done? Well, I mean, it's done, but like he can do this now. It's really bad. Yeah, no, you should have. I'm not sure what I should have done. If I had defended that with the king. Oh, he didn't spot it. Okay. Nice. Well, you know what you know what's next, right? You can put on pressure. You can put me in check. He probably doesn't want to do that though. Yeah, let's take over a bit of momentum. I'm still behind on time. What the fuck? I'm just so bad at this. I'm gonna need a redemption, man, where I train a bit of speed chess. Never get behind on time for the next tournament. I'm fucked. Oh dear. Okay, well, there's not that much to play for now. Yeah, I've really unraveled in this game. The first one was a lot better. It's not a big deal. Let's just try to... rook's fucked if you do that. Don't do that. Queen is in the wrong place. I'm gonna get put in check, but... Oh, I'm gonna get put in something approaching checkmate, to be honest. I can go here still. He's moved it back. Well, it's kind of to defend in that position. If I open him up like this, let's just hope that doesn't result in anything terrible. Do you think he has the checkmate in mind? It's always possible. But I have always a minute deficit is the problem. So many undeveloped pieces in this direction. If the queen moves out of the way, you're kind of looking alright. Let's just like clean this shit up and then try to like fucking get a stalemate or something. It would be better. If he opens this up, oh no, this pawn is in the wrong place. I was thinking rook can come out in this direction, but probably not. I can say I have a line on the queen now. I have a line on the rook if I move it back. Bishop's in an okay position. I just need to start dancing. Take all of these characters out and do stuff with them and see if something sticks. Yeah, it's hard. What's next move? Next move is rook goes back here. Should I just buffer it? You probably don't want to buffer a move in case you have to react on sight to something. It can get pretty dangerous buffering moves. Alright, yeah, that seems fairly wisdomless. Oh, okay, in this case I definitely don't want to move the rook out of the way because that has a line of sight. Just put this sort of here. I'm just opening up some lanes of possible attack. This could be bad though because, oh no. Okay, fine, bishop's going to move back a bit, it's not a big deal. If pawn goes there, I can... What did he take? Oh, okay, that was undefended. I need to start putting on pressure somehow. Queen is defending him pretty well at this point. This is also defended. I can't put him in check because this is there. Wait, why? I mean, I can't put him in check, but I can still, like, do shit, and I can still, like, straight up chuck this over there. You know, he can't directly attack me without too much problem. You just kind of have to go for some YOLO improv. You can't, like, do much here at the moment. This rook is in a really good position. It's defending this way, attacking this way. This one is trapped, though. That's not good. So you have a effective material disadvantage, although it's kind of similar for his one, so... God. Alright, can't do that. I can't attack in that direction either. If I do that, that's going to get freed up. Oh god, this is bad. I can't rush him down in any kind of meaningful way. I can't move this fucking knight out of the way either. I can try to get rid of his queen. But how? Just do some obvious shit like this. You know. This knight can go this way, worst comes to worst, but it's not good still. The time disadvantage is starting to get severe. You just need to engage like emergency panic mode a little bit earlier, you know. What is this absolute fucking wall of characters here? I can't get around the back of that. I can, but like, I can threaten this shit. I mean, I could, but what's the point? Just fucking, I don't know, it's gonna move. Rook out of the way. Like, he can't attack, that's the problem, but I can't really get through this like wall of crap here. Everything is defended, literally everything. This wall here, like I can't get in this way or this way. Or this way. So we're just gonna have to engage the pawns, I think. To take shit out in like these directions, open up some space. Doesn't really matter who takes it. Look at this wall here, oh man, it's so hardcore. I can't move this out of the way either. You can't even, you straight up can't put this here. You can't do that. You can't do that. This is gonna end so badly. Yeah, this is not gonna end well because the pawn defense is just too strong. I can't think my way out of it. You don't want to let him get a queen again. That was like my undoing last time. What can I do here? I'm stuck, man. I'm stuck. I'm just gonna end up running out of time because I can't figure out an exit. No! That was a mistake. I'm a fucking idiot. That's obviously a mistake because you let your own defense go if you do that. But at the same time, I can't attack, so maybe I should do that. Like, if the pawn is out of the way, I can try to get rid of this bishop. It will take a few moves though. Sorry, not if the pawn, if the rook moves. Then I can try to get rid of this shit, and that's probably a good way to get a checkmate, maybe. Alright, that's fair. This is just so problematic. Wall of pawns, cannot move in that direction. He's not bothering to deal with this, so I just have to like instantly react. I say instantly. I probably wasted 10 seconds for no reason there. Oh, is it gone? Yeah, this is gone. Sad. I think that's you're gonna struggle to pull it back. You do now suddenly have a line of sight in this direction. Because he's gone out of the way. So we gotta just kind of capitalize on that and hope it works out. Good luck. It's probably not gonna work out because the defense is just too strong here. Like, he's not anywhere close to checkmate. I mean, sure, I do have like a lot of plays here, but I just cannot break this down using this piece and this piece. It's just really not happening. You know, I'm trying to get him away from this pawn so I can like break through, but it's just not happening. I think probably the play here is to just try to extract a kind of win. Purely based on time. He's probably very well aware of time. I won't be able to develop this rook and put him in check at the same time. Alright, I have a time advantage now. I think that's... why did he do that? He's probably going to do something crazy now. Either that or I just had the mental tenacity. What am I... God damn it, man. Let's just... He's very much under threat now, though. Can he even defend him? Oh, of course. Well, I guess that is a trade. Let's hope it works out. You know, I have these two. That's very strong. Now that the defense is falling apart. But the queen is quite nearby though, and I don't have a defense against it. I think he has material advantage. I can still get him somehow, probably, if I don't lose my nerve. He doesn't have to piss off just yet, but he's probably in checkmate. Is he in checkmate? Like, what's he gonna do? No, he can eat the yeah, okay, he's not in checkmate. He's put me in check as well, okay. That probably is the play, to just, you know, take advantage of that, and I'm just gonna hope I survive. Oh, I'm not in check now. Yeah, but this piece is still in the wrong place. And I can't attack him like that. I can't attack him like that either. I can do... This is probably going to cause problems, but let's do it anyway. I'm closing this space down. He's put me in check again the way that we expected he would. I can just step back. He doesn't have enough happening here. He could trigger a stalemate if he's very aware of the time. I think he can trigger a stalemate, but I can just time him out, to be honest. Just hope that this works out. Just play on instinct. Oh shit, wait, don't do that. Mate, this is jokes though. This is like, what? This is so dumb that you can win by doing that. I just had to make sure you didn't put me in three-way check at the try repeat thing, and bro. Just why am I actually, hang on, I don't have to fucking chat, do I? I can just, yeah, it's fair enough, it's just not how I'm used to thinking, because yeah, games can go on for a long time, but having it that tight and then bringing it down to that kind of strategy is just so against how I'm used to thinking, because I've always played games with unlimited time. But yeah, hope that was enjoyable. It looked pretty cool. I dropped my phone, what happened? Oh man, Monka S. This is fucking, this is gone like hardcore. Oh, I imagine both of us would get wrecked by Aza, but I don't have Monka SSS. It's not available on Wind Waker Discord. I'll just put it in my chat instead. All right, cool. I'll rematch I'll rematch basically now. In fact, I'll send a quick message of good luck first. Nah, I was going to say like I'll start in about 20 seconds, but there's no point. 3-minute blitz game for the tiebreaker. Yeah, man, no, I'm not in the know for what these numbers mean, but yeah, when you said yours was like 1400, yeah, I know what you mean. But he was like, oh no, I can't play, so I'll just let you guys duke it out, and then in the next tournament I'll come and wreck everyone's ass. It's just Aza. All right, chat is going away. Dude, this is fucking hardcore. This is like, all right, I'm gonna take a deep breath. Alright, cool. Time has begun. I'm gonna do the same shit I did last time, because why? I should do something. When I was younger, I never played like this. I swear, literally never. I always did like one pawn coming out for my first move because I was just, I don't know, scared of leaving the pawn unattended or something, or I just didn't. I think the reason is it just geometrically didn't fit with me to have a pawn that far out. I just felt like I didn't know what I was doing. What's he threatening him? Yeah, not much. My eyes are a bit twitchy. Need to turn down screen brightness. I was going to put the knight there, but I feel like the knight cannot cover what the bishop would want to do next, so I'm just going to put the bishop like here instead and hope that that works out, because it should waste time instead of, you know, just doing something. Just try to play it safe, do safe strats only. I could develop the queen out this way if I put this there, but that would block the the bishop, but the bishop has a line of sight this way. You know, this bishop can go that way. So it's not such a big deal to do that. In fact, well, okay, this is kind of a, yeah, it's that kind of thing. I guess I can just kind of put the pressure on him to not do anything weird. You have to watch out for this. Literally the king is the only thing that's defending it. Oh yeah, why did I do that? What did I even do? It does not matter. The rook has a good position now. Can't I just like straight up attack his queen? He can defend it with the knight. Yeah, he can defend it with the knight, so it's not, yeah, but it's still, I don't want to do that, man. It's unnecessary because he's just gonna like block me out. Blockade me. When this pawn moves, I can eat it. Take it. We'd say eat it in Serbian. Why has he done that? Line of sight is just going to be right there now. He's not developed enough shit though to really make things happen here. Oh, he could put me in checkmate here if I'm not careful. But literally I can just do this, right? Not make the opening. The queen can't go there anymore. So this is probably for the best. I'm time disadvantage again, just be careful. How can I put my... I've blocked off my bishop now. I can just like... This is kind of playing with fire, but fuck it, I don't care. Maybe, considering this is a winner takes all match, I should be a bit more careful, but... Man's about to go in. Yeah, well, that is what he was gonna do. This is undefended, straight up. Can I put the queen there somehow? Not really. There isn't really a good play for the knights after that, though. It would have to go back unless he put this in a different position. If I take this, it's... Like, he would have to do... Yeah, and then he's kind of setting up for that attack on my king. Okay, so I had a lot of thoughts there, but basically if I take this, I end up weakening the position here, forcing a rook trade. It's completely unnecessary. Don't do that. I'll just leave this shit here, blocking the path. I'll probably it's already defended by this secondary defense by the bishop here, so I can move the rook out of the way if I want to, and he won't like get through. Well, I guess it's bad still. It's still a bit of a hole. You don't really want that kind of a hole. I can attack his queen if I'm... He can't defend it with much anymore. It's just knight needs to go away, but otherwise... No, neither side is really developed on the left. On the left side of the screen. Yeah, this is pretty reasonable. You know, apply pressure. If I put the queen here, it's going to start getting sketchy very quickly. Can I just defend this thing? I can do like a double defense here and plus free up the path for the bishop if I do this kind of thing. You know, he can't take the knights. He can't do much. He's blocked himself off here. What he can do is he can develop the rook, but he can't put it where he wants to because this pawn's in the way. So this way I'm just threatening everyone. We can do like a knight for bishop trade. Or I can just shut him down, move this over here. Yeah, I just moved it out the way. Do what you wanted to do before. This is being defended by this thing, but I wanted to like do a kind of development here. I'm not really letting him in too much. Over here, he can't do much. It's just defended by like this bishop and this queen, and they all have good diagonal lines of sight in that direction, plus this one can now go that way, which is good. Oh, time disadvantage is just persistent. It's so stupid. But it's my own fault for being a scrub at time management. You don't really want to directly attack now. What are you thinking of doing here? Do you want to just like take a trade here? Or wait for him to do it? No, wait for him to do it. Queen can come out. I'm just gonna like send out this. Yeah, this is probably a good idea. You think I know what I'm doing? I'm just conscious that I'm 30 seconds behind again. It's salvageable, you just gotta play a bit faster. Because I always have a lot of things I want to think about. This opens up a path for the bishop. I think you're still trying to shut it down in this direction a lot. You can't develop the queen out, but you can't take it either, because like he'll end up taking this thing though. Let's just see how this plays out, to be honest. It might be bad for me. But at least it's an automated play, and he would have automated it himself if he knew it was good for him, so it's kind of metagaming. This is a very volatile setup, to be honest. A lot of things just hinge on one piece and who takes it first. Just YOLO it, see how it goes. We're at time parity now, which is good. Cool. That's pretty reasonable. Do I just come in? What do I need to develop? You could put man in check over here. Well, not check, but like not much defense going on over there. The rook needs to just move the hell out of the way. I'm just gonna do this and hope it works out. You know, pressure is gonna... You have a provisional attack here with some fairly weak pieces. And plus I've opened up a... Oh shit, I had a diagonal on his rook. I didn't even notice. I could have just taken it. Okay, well, it's just not looking good for him. So I can take the rook with this, but I can also just put him in check here, so it's kind of a good situation either way. Once the rook's gone, this pawn can... Oh, okay, this is getting defended by the queen, but... I'm here. Alright, why? No reason. Cannot do anything to defend this pawn. You can probably do something weird. You can take this. No, you can't. Just go for it. Like, what's he gonna do? Am I getting the download on Joish? I don't know why I should just pronounce it with it like Joish. You know, you can just say the sound out the vowels. I'm scared of pronouncing it the wrong way. Joish. Alright, so this is a pretty calm situation. 30-second time advantage. But there ain't no rest for the wicked. Queen's moved back. Rook is still fucked though. Moving the queen back there is just a defensive option. He can attack in this direction if he really wants to, but it's defended by the queen, so that's GG. Basically, I can't directly attack him now because his queen is going to take this. Well, I think he should take it with the queen. Yeah. But can I attack him some other way? I still haven't bothered to put him in check. He has no defense now. Yeah, get another piece advantage here. He can probably attack me, do a revenge attack. He now has momentum, but I have like a lot of pieces. It's probably time to start planning a checkmate. I have this column here of I still can't put him into check. This bishop is being annoying. I could get it to piss off, or I could just hold on to this this thing as well. I could do that as well. Can I put him in check again? Oh no, disaster. Famous last words. Can I put him in check again? This is like really not good. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm proud of myself. I feel like I've kept my composure well. Alright, what's his next move? Rook goes here. Rook goes here as well, once I get rid of that bishop. Queen can get developed if I just move this pawn out the way. 30-second time advantage is intact. He's going to struggle to win this. But you can always fuck up a checkmate and just lose the game, so you got to watch out. I can't defend this piece directly, but I can still... Oh, I can't take the queen out in that direction, can I? How do I defend? You don't really defend it. You just kind of put it somewhere where it's relatively safe. God, this is annoying. It's not that bad though. If you put this bishop there, if he tries to take the bishop, it's getting defended by the rook. So that's calm. We in there. Yeah, so, you know, defense with the rook is... Oh, Falcon Knight's gone. Alright, do you know what? Just for that, I'm putting him in checkmate. Bro, that's just unacceptable. You just do the normal checkmate here. Queen comes out. I wish I could... If he moves the bishop, though, you've lost advantage. So you gotta... I think you gotta try to preserve advantage. So let's hope it doesn't move the bishop out. Yeah, the queen is trapped by this one pawn. It's really annoying. But you just gotta not sweat it, and you know, you just gotta believe in your ability to sort it out when the time comes. Like if I put the rook here, the bishop's getting eaten. I still can't defend it properly, can I? How do I defend that? Queen just cannot get out of the way. I gotta do something. I can't even passively defend the bishop. I just have to put it somewhere else. That's just so stupid. Like actually bishop is getting traded, fuck it. And I'll figure something out when it comes to the queen. I'm gonna have to let his rook escape. I don't see a way around it. Because, you know, I just eat up my time advantage otherwise, if I overthink it. This rook at, you know, a8 is gonna escape. But the queen is gonna have a route in as well, so I think we now finally have a checkmate set up. Kind of. If I take out the diagonal, it's gonna get a bit annoying. Yeah. I have a rook I haven't even used. That's jokes. This is basically forcing him to move over there. Is that what I want? Possibly. I'm just gonna wall him out, put him in check using this pawn. You can also step back, but if he steps back, I think that's checkmate. Oh, I hadn't even put him in check. My bad. I'm an idiot. Because now that is kind of troubling. You've lost the rook. You just gotta... You got to not run out of time is kind of the important thing here. So just continue putting him in check and hope for the best, I guess. Oh man, this is tense, isn't it? You can't take that because he's in check. This is fine. This is protected. I think this is GG. I think this is it. Like, what's he gonna do? I basically have to do this. But now what? He's trapped in this direction. If the rook goes there, he can not do much. Is this checkmate? Fuck yeah. Time disadvantage, you're done though. I just had to like... I took a little bit of a time disadvantage in order to think this through. I played this. I'm so happy, man. I'm really proud of how I played it. I balanced it really well. Mate in one. Oh, I didn't notice his U2 message, but never mind. Yeah, I think they were good matches, man. I think I might be archiving this VOD, you know. I quite like it. And the analytics, the game report. Nice win, you were never in trouble, 3 blunders. Probably all from the opposing side. What the this fucking chess notation, man. What is QE6? Queen to E6. I don't know if it would have been a mate. I can't really tell because this text box. I can't... Oh, okay. Yeah, I got rid of the text box. Oh, really? It only shows the blunders you make. That's funny. Zero missed wins, zero mistakes, and 3 blunders. Yeah, game reports. Yeah, fair enough. I'll tick. Josh was a good sport. Say good game. Add friend, why not? Do I click on game report? Yeah, there are some numbers here. I can't really be bothered to figure out what they mean. Yeah, I guess I could do a game report later. I don't know, but yeah, cool. I don't know. What does chat want me to do? Because at the moment I'm not talking to anyone, and I just opened up chat, so I don't know what's going on here. Free Pog donation. Oh, from Joyce. Yeah. Yeah, it was just one of those games where he I mean, it's just blitz chess in general. It just requires hoping you don't make a mistake that's that big, because I made a lot of mistakes that were quite big as well. Oh, well, we were both streaming. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, GG's, and I think it was, yeah. It was pretty fun to play as well. I hope I don't know if any other chess matches were streamed, but if they were, I'm definitely going to watch them going forwards. I don't know why I didn't watch them before. I was just... because most of them happened on the first weekend, so I just didn't really know what was going on. But yeah, I'll definitely watch some streamed chess matches. Just because I have Discord on my phone, just check if anyone said anything. Yeah, no. Oh, you don't think any chess matches have been streamed? That's interesting, because yeah, I immediately knew I was going to stream a chess match. I all of the streams I have that are not just my regular thing of playing SMS turn out to be quite interesting. So I had a Skyward Sword hacking stream, and now I have a chess stream as well, which is quite cool. 2 a.m. Yeah, I mean it's you see the clock in the bottom right of my screen. It's 1:16 down here in London. But I kind of deliberately wanted to do that because my mum goes to sleep, so it's nice and peaceful. Yeah, hopefully I'll unblock my ear, then I'll be streaming all sorts of things a bit more regularly. But as it is, I just find it hard to talk because it just feels weird when you can only hear like half of your voice. It's like over here. Yeah, jeez. I'm used to it. I sometimes stream until like 4 or 5 a.m. I just get degen hours. I'm so curious now. Okay, I clicked on analyze. How does the analysis work? It would be a struggle to like. Okay, first question I have is do I lose any data if I like exit the window, or can I just look back at this on my own time? Like we have 3 matches I should probably look through at some point. You can go turn by turn. Yeah. Do you think this is the most? This is not the most interesting match. I feel like Joyce made a few too many mistakes. I think one of the earlier ones was better, but this is the one I have access to until I learn how to use this website. Compared to the top chess computer moves, 84.9. Oh, okay, so it says 1-0, so it's just the last match, and 84.9 vs 9.8. This is a percentage? That is a par. I don't think Joyce was that bad. What? 9.8? Am I reading that right? Don't exit. Noted. I'm just gonna, in that case, run through it on stream. And I guess I've obligated myself to do this one because I clicked on analyze. Index said that you can only do it for free once a day. Yeah, man, it's cool having you, around to tell us, because this is the first time I've ever used this website. So I guess I'll just click through it turn by turn. This is just overall, isn't it? Brilliant, best moves. He has more excellence than I do. Good book. Conventional opening move. Buy the book. Bookwork. 2 vs 4 blunders, and I had 1 missed win. Okay. 1 vs 5, yeah. You were never in trouble. That's so cool that you can just quantify a chess position. I mean, obviously you can do that, but... And yeah, you get personalized training as well. God, when I was like 12, I was interested in this kind of thing. But back then, you imagine chess software in 2007. There was no such thing as like websites like this, or they were just very underdeveloped. So you just got CDs and shit. So it was good times. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess the computer. Imagine putting in some RNG that the computer would just make a blunder. Okay. Question to see what the computer would have suggested. Also, hi, Index and Kiba and whoever was here earlier. I think I saw Super Dude. Also, retry mistakes. God, I don't know what all these things are. I'm just going to have to click and hope. And then download is just going to tell me I need premium. So, yeah, I just click next move a few times and see what happens. So this is labeled as book. Okay, good. I kind of was aware that this was a normal thing to do. What's this saying? Bishop goes here means the knight can come out here later on. I don't know why there isn't like a bit of text to accompany what these symbols mean. Oh yeah, of course, because I don't need the reports anymore. Okay, yeah, I understand this. This is if necessary. This is a bit overwhelming for one who has not touched chess in about 5 years. Okay, so bc5, bishop to c5 is excellent, and this is the best option. Okay, fine. You don't. I mean, you kind of have a choice there. You don't need to always. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, you're way ahead of me. What do you think is the best thing I should do? Do you think I should just tab through the analysis tab? I guess you guys can tell me when it might be interesting to retry a move. But for now, I can just click through the analysis. Fine, so what did I do? What did I do here? I picked the best move. Yeah, I just picked a conventional-ish move. I would call that book as well, to be honest, but still early days. This is a mistake, is it? Because of the lack of protection, there's like, you know, what's happening here? He can't protect himself without compromising his position. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, no, I think you can keep, but how much would you play it out, like, and what would you learn from that information? Because I don't know when I would find something interesting out by doing the retry thing. I think, yeah, the retry function, you just select, you know, what move you want to make next, and oh, I understand. Oh, okay, so don't wait for the mistake, but instead try to figure out what you would do, and then click the next button. Because otherwise it's a spoiler, so it tells you what the best option is, and okay, I understand what you mean, index. Okay, I understand, yeah. You get to see how the board develops through a few examples. I'm not sure I'm at the level where I can make that stick for myself. We could try it here though, for example. I didn't click the right thing, hang on. I want to retry this specific move. Putting the bishop there is the best option. Oh god, I'm starting to not figure out how to use this. Right, yeah, I understand, Kiba. I understand now, yeah, what kind of thing you can do with this and what would make it interesting. I'm just struggling to figure out what buttons to press to make it work. So, for example, here I want to manually input the best move. Here. To see what would happen next. Oh, can I just do this? No. Do I click on retry? Retry just puts back. I don't even know. Yeah, retry steps it forward a bit. Hmm. So on the turn, like this is the turn. What would I click now? In order to try to. Oh wait, no, the turn's already been made, hasn't it? Okay, so now do I do this? Sick. Thank you. Yeah, I figured out what you meant. So you can't move a white piece if white has already gone, or black in this case. Now you can. Yeah, there's always a bit of lag with chat, but so yeah, if I did the best move, what would happen next? Do I then have to figure out what I would do? Because I would probably do something like. Well, it's a bit harder for me. I don't really know what the best option is. Because this is now walled up. I can't attack him in this direction if I wanted to do this. Because the bishop can't go anywhere. Because it's a complete wall. There's not much point in doing that. I would probably move the knight. I can't. Yeah, no. So you see this defends this area really well. I can't do that or that. This is kind of unnecessary. Yeah, this is also defended. Well, it's not that defended, but now you are quizzing yourself. Now you have become the student, and computer has become the master. Fast forward to like 2100s century. So you can't, yeah. G5 bishop. Yes. Is that what I was going to do just before I looked at chat? I think it was. Because it attacks the queen. He has to do something. Bishop to e2 is best. What? This. Here. Yeah, but this is a defensive move. It's not really in my it's not really in my nature to do this because yeah, sure, it opens up a lot of stuff, but I'm like, would it? Oh wait, e2. No, e2 is here. No, it isn't. Oh, he means the other bishop. Sorry, I got confused. Okay, I'm getting a feel for this website now. So like if I'd done this. And then it's like, what should he do? This is a strictly defensive move though. It's not something I would ever have played. So it kind of comes down to your playstyle a bit as well. But I can understand this being optimal. Because now I'm like, what should he do? I'll just click forward. I can't be bothered to figure that out. Yeah, I suppose. But it also, this does not do anything for you. The trade-off is it doesn't do the it doesn't take charge of momentum. So I'm not attacking his queen. He doesn't have to. He can do what he wants now. So it's basically just a straight up defensive play. How do I get the computer to make a move? I'm clicking on next move. It's not doing anything. Do I just do something to figure out what it would say is the best move? To move the knight out. I guess it works. And now you think I should just castle. Well, yeah, because I have this extremely defensive position. I would never castle if I were doing this. He's really well defended now, so this entire path for the bishop is blocked off. So this is going to be the last move I make before I wind it back. What would I do here in this extremely defensive game? What, castling before the pawn moves? Trading or developing the other knight. Other knights can go here. Sorry, as in, once it goes here, it can go here, here. It can't really come under that much attack, but you can also put it in here and then it's kind of setting up a trade. So I think I'm with index because, well, what else? How else could you set up the trade, you know? Yeah, you're right. Castle. This is an inaccuracy. Or did it want me to go here? Inaccuracy, mate. Inaccuracy. You got told. Why is this bad? I mean, it's not that bad. Yellow is like medium. God, in one of my earlier games, I was trying to castle and I couldn't figure out why. It let me castle in the other direction, but not the first direction. So I think probably the reason was I'd moved the rook. With the opening you use. Scene. Alright, let's run it back to what actually happened. Yeah, so I can see this being a mistake. What did I do to capitalize on this? I don't remember. Didn't I just take the pawn? Well, it's telling me that taking the pawn is best, but the reason I didn't is because I didn't want to have to move the bishop back. Like, he would have defended it with the pawn, and so I didn't want to have to then like retreat and give him advantage again. This way, he doesn't really have advantage in terms of momentum the way I see it. If any of the spaces the king has to move through is a check, taking the pawn is a major pressure on his queen. I didn't know that about the castling. I thought it was just you can't, if you're in check you can't do it, and obviously you can't castle yourself into check, but I thought everything else was fine. But like every intermediate space cannot be allowed to be a check, so okay, that's subtle. Thanks. But I think what I said about the rook is probably also true. But I just hadn't actually moved it. It's just if I had, I wouldn't be able to do it for that reason as well. Yeah, it is pressure on the queen. That's a good point. But like if, you know, he just does like a very basic defense. This goes over here. I immediately have to move the bishop back. So that's why I didn't think of it as really being a substantial pressure. All right, well, let's run it. If I do that, what does he do next? Like, he just moves this, right? No? Maybe this leaves a bit, yeah, it doesn't tell you. I mean, obviously it's a machine, it doesn't tell you the reasoning. ML. But like, yeah, this feels like maybe it just feels a bit too open. So, but like if you did this, then you're just undeveloping your setup. So I don't know. You move bishop back and pin the pawn. Pressure for a trade. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Material is probably more important because it's free, right? He could have probably not have lost his pawn. Maybe he didn't lose his pawn because I didn't immediately take it. Pin the pawn if he moves it there to guard. As in, I put this bishop here, you're saying, and then the pawn is pinned. Oh, okay, I see. So this is optimal then. Yes, okay. and that is a pin, because as soon as if this moves, okay, say I do this is a blunder. No, it isn't, because he can take it with the queen. But like if okay, yeah, I kind of get it. PogChamp. Yeah, it's fair enough. It's a bit of a humble brag, but yeah, I guess it's fair enough. When the game says I did it right. Yeah. Well, what is the... Okay, let me just step forward. Yeah, it's a bit strange. In order to get it to do the optimal move, you have to like do a random move, back it up, and then like do the move it wanted you to do. So like, yeah, I mean, okay, this is a good defensive move. Bishop has a way out. This bishop is protected. Easy. And this one can't do anything. So that makes perfect sense. Run that back. So, okay, fine. So I did a different move where I did that, and it's a good move. What did he do next? I don't really care to think on his part too much. I'll just click next to see what he did. Best move, yeah, piece advantage, and then I probably just took it. See here, if I'd taken it with... What did I take it with? The knight? The rook? Either of those options kind of leaves things a bit open here. It's a bit risky. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Knight or rook here? I don't remember what I did. What should I do? I think I want the rook out. But then the rook is pinned. If I put the knight out, I don't lose as much. Yeah, I don't lose as much if something bad happens, and plus the knight is automatically protected. Whereas here, the knight would... If I move the rook here and then I move the knight here, it can get a bit messy. But I could also just move this the next move. Oh, okay, fair enough. I never think about castles. I don't like doing them in general. But it's a very good point. Oops. Okay, yeah, so this is... Oh yeah, I could have done that. Wait. What did I do? I just did another passive setup move. I didn't bother take... Fork, queen and bishop. What do you mean fork, queen and bishop? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that term. Pressure with bishop. Yeah, pressure with bishop is just the previous move I would have done otherwise, but I'd kind of already decided not to. So that makes sense. Fork, queen with bishop. Well, the CPU doesn't want you to pressure because you have free material. You can just like take a pawn. So I tried to take this one and it told me it was a mistake. But what I actually did was just this passive move, which is still a good move because it sets up the queen with an exit and is still rock solid in the defense. What happened next? Fork the queen and the pawn using the bishop, as in this setup. So put the queen here. Okay, yeah. I can't think too much about what that would do. I guess it would help develop the queen, but I did this instead, which means the queen can go this way, so it's like a similar move, I want to say. What did he do next? B5 is here. Oh, as in because you're attacking both the queen and the pawn with one bishop. That's what you mean by fork. Threatens the queen and the pawn. G5. I knew what you meant because I made the same mistake you made. What did Joyesh do next? Is this like the first blunder, I wonder? No. H3. So he did the best move, but he could also have done that. Okay. Oh yeah, and this is where it was kind of getting a bit tricky. I couldn't remember what I did here. I just took it because I wanted to apply pressure directly, but I could also have applied pressure here. Okay, what does he do next? 2 best moves twice in a row as well. What's going on? First taking the middle pawns instead of the edge pawn. Which is why that fork isn't recommended. Makes sense. You can kind of imagine statistically. So what does he do next? Yeah, the game just wants him to develop this stuff. It's going to keep suggesting this move. But he likes using rooks. I mean, that's something we noticed in the very first game, right? Yeah, makes sense, index. Yeah, knights just always pressures a lot of different things in the local vicinity. It's like the best tool you want to have if you're... The knight is kind of like a bulldozer. So if you're kind of in this position, you can just put the knight down. And then it'll kind of take like this entire area here gets pressured, whereas if you attack with anything else you have more direct lines. So knights is probably the best thing to put here. I'm just guessing, I don't know what I'm saying. Since the f pawn is still there on black side. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Tunneling on the fork. Terminology, man. What? Instead of moving the knight. As in jumping into the middle of the fork. I don't know either. I think the knight is just like a bookwork move. It just kind of pressures things. Later on you'll figure out what you want to do exactly. Focusing, yeah. That's okay, tunnel vision. That's kind of what Jayesh was doing a lot of the time. Like, here his move is focusing on this trade setup with this pawn. It's kind of gambit, or whatever you'd call it. What did I do next? Probably this. You told me it was a mistake? Because I could have done something else. I could have gotten like a rock solid defense here. This bishop would have been able to come out diagonally. Oh, and I would have attacked 2 unprotected pieces. Okay, well then. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? But instead I was just trying to put pressure on him. Prevents him from moving his knight out in this direction. Like this and then this, if I take that somehow. With like this, for example. But it's just telling me to kind of solidify it. I mean, this whole time I had like this free free access to this thing, for example. But obviously this would have been an absolute blunder, because it would have... Actually, no, I don't think that would have been a blunder. Oh, it's telling me this is best now. Oh, an alternative, because there are two best moves, but then it always picks out d4. So this would have been fine as well. Okay. Because your knight owns the square, his knight would develop to. Yeah, exactly. This square. You can't even go here. Oh, if I'd taken it with the knight... Yeah, I feel like that's a better move than this, but this pressures the bishop, so it's fine. But yeah, given I had both of those options, this one was a bit dumb, but I tunneled on the right side of the board and the whole rook setup. I think first mistake is coming soon. Stepping forward like this. I think it's fine, but like I can take so many different things. This is probably still the best move. No. Why is this suddenly a bad move? I don't know. The better the move, okay. Yeah, exactly. And he needs to develop stuff. I don't actually know why he would put this here. Anyway, that's not a move I would have ever done. He just puts his pawn in a dead end. Take with rook. That's not what I did. Oh yeah, no, because his queen is attacking in this direction. You can't do that, because you would lose that trade. And the queen would pin in this direction. So just pretend you didn't say that. Mr. Queen, yeah, same. On the other side, yeah, I mean, both of us needed to develop the board on the other side, and that's, you know, I did one move that helped with that, which is moving this pawn out. So saying d4 is best. What did I actually do? The inaccuracy, but I just finally dealt with this situation. But this is better, because like it attacks, pressures this thing, and you have a trade here. But is this really an inaccuracy? Because here I'm guaranteeing I get an extra piece. I don't know. So here it's saying this is a mistake. Again, because this is not developed, but like, I think the issue here is I can just pressure the queen very easily. My move, I think I would do this. Significantly worse than the best move that... Mate, this is a compound sentence. The best move that might not make it a bad move. Oh, as in, you're missing a semicolon, right? Okay. Inaccuracy just means it's significantly worse than the best move. That might not make it a bad move, okay. Knight will die. Yeah, it's giving him a knight pawn trade. Which knight will die? No, I was thinking of my own. Oh, as in you're thinking of this move, okay. Knight will die here. Is there a reason for that? I'm not directly threatening his knight. Yeah, no, don't worry about punctuation. It was just me trying to figure out what you meant. It took me two reads of the sentence, but it's not a big deal because it's Twitch chat. Giving him a knight pawn trade instead of just developing for covering that space. It's starting to get big brain. What did I just say I would do? This. That's probably not what I actually did. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, obviously the knight is under attack. Yes, of course, that makes sense. It would have been, but like it's already being pressured. Like his choice was between this move and this move, and he chose that one. So I'm gonna move my knight out of the way, or just defend it, because I don't. Oh, if he'd had done the pawn, then my knight's fucked though. Okay, that makes sense. I get what you're saying now. Sorry, I'm being a bit slow. Like in this situation, this is just a mistake. Whereas in the other situation, it's the best move you could make. So that's cool. Yeah, it's quite cool doing this analysis, isn't it? Definitely keeping hold of the VOD afterwards. So yeah, in this situation, my reaction is just like moving the knight somewhere. Oh no, putting the pawn up, yeah. Which is the best move because it pressures this as well. Easy best. And then he's kind of screwed here, right? Because, well, he's not really screwed. He just has to move the bishop. You're saying move the queen. Bishop gets taken and then knight gets taken and he gets like stage control. Okay, that's obvious, right? So that's just like, if he'd done that, then if I do this, he does this. Which is to say, it wouldn't even be a good idea to take the knight. It's kind of a mistake. It's a trait and a bad one because he gets stage control. So fortunately, I didn't do that. Wait, what? Did I get the orders of the two the wrong way around? Yeah, no, I understand. In a really unproductive spot, yeah, of course. Alright, so... yeah, so here he should have moved his queen back. Instead he moved his bishop back. And how did I react to that? I probably just attacked his queen with this pawn. Oh, damn, it gave me a blunder for my attempt at development. Because the reason, I guess, it's not really a blunder, is it? I mean, all I did was throw away momentum for no reason. I could have just pressured his queen, yeah, okay. Where is the computer suggesting knight to f7? f7. Oh, my one. Did it suggest that? It might have been because when we were looking at it different, it was in the hypothetical queen to g7. Which is the best move, and then I can't do that, and so what did I do next? Why would you put the knight here anyway? You don't defend it with anything, the queen can just take it. Why is that the best move? Didn't you just give away your knight for no reason? You're right, that is really strange. Now what? Like, what was the point of that move? Queen takes, rook pressures. Yeah, but like, what was in it for me? to do that move. Yeah, it's a pawn knight trade. More white means white is favored. Like plus 3-5. I can't see the advantage because this is move comparison. I can't see the advantage. Because that trade is really powerful since you annihilate all of his defense on the right side of the board. Really? Bro, what? Because the pawn is gone and pawns can be very powerful in defense. It's a situational thing. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of step him in this direction later on if I develop this. Yeah, blunder. It's too soon to be doing that kind of thing, but like... Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take this hypothetical too far because this isn't what happened. Pressure queen with rook. Mate, I'm not even going to question why it's saying that. I believe in index. Okay, computer. The king can only retreat to the left and none of his left is developed because he can't hide behind the right pieces. The whole thing is flat. So it increases the opportunity of getting trapped and mated. Solid analysis. I agree. I actually understand what you're saying, so it makes sense. Yeah, an unnecessary loss of the rook. How do you know you get back to what actually happens? I guess like this. So yeah, I mean, it treated my development pawn here as a blunder. I don't know why. But his attempt at development was treated as an inaccuracy just because, you know, I can force a trade, or I can do a trade, sorry. And he could have just done that as per the previous analysis, I guess. Free bishop to take with pawn. Yeah. It would have been I would have had to still pull the trigger to do the trade, but it's like an unnecessary rook trade. Missed a chance to take the bishop. Could I have taken the bishop from this position? Well, no, because the bishop had already moved out of the way. So the bishop is too late to save that. I probably, like, it wanted me to move the rook here in this situation. And then he's walling out defense and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, man, there's just a lot of stuff. I'll probably keep going in the direction that things actually happened in. So this is an inaccuracy because I don't know. Why is this an inaccuracy? Yeah, I get you. It's always something. It's always focusing on. It's cool that there's a word for focusing on something excessively. It's something I try to not do, but it inevitably happens. You always miss something. Don't really know why this is an inaccuracy. You think it's just because of the queen being there? I mean, the queen is not under any kind of threat. It's just kind of useless, like we said earlier. It means that I could do this next. Oh, that's what I did, isn't it? Mate, I was blundering. I think that's 2 blunders in a row. I was just trying to develop the left-hand side. What is it talking about? Bro, I should be commended on my valiant attempt at, like, you know, having an even game over the whole board, but, like, I guess I could have pressed a bit harder. Bruv, I'm not having that. I'm just, no. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because in hindsight, yeah, I would definitely have done this because, like, this is under control. Like, you know, if the pawn steps forward here, like, I can just eat that. Oh, this is the best move. Oh yeah, no, it's the best move. Oh, it's the best move because this develops if I take that. This is really strong for him because the whole rook path is developed, and you know he can take this to a queen. I can't take it. Like I can't take this pawn with anything without trouble. I would lose a bishop. Would I lose a bishop? I mean, I could just do this. Oh. What? My hypothetical got messed up. I just got confused. Putting knights on the side is generally not good because they lose half their moves. That's a good beginner tip, actually. I should bear that in mind. Tendency to push all your pawns forward, build a wall that you gradually move forward equally on all sides, which I think is what the CPU is suggesting you avoid. Yeah, I do have that. I do have that tendency. I don't know why it's so bad. I mean, it's not like my wall ever gets so even that I can't get any diagonals through it or anything. It's always fine. I'm always paying attention to that. See, with my wall here, I can still do that and that. Oh, but I blocked the queen. Oops. Okay, no, this was a mistake. I take it back. Yeah, by doing this pawn move, I just blocked the queen for no reason. And I developed the bishop, but like there's less scope for it to do stuff than the queen. And not only that, but like, oh, actually, yeah, no, just that pretty much. Yeah, I get you. So that was a mistake. Then he did that development finally, and then I think I finally moved the damn rook. Oh no, okay, sorry, I got confused. Yeah, this is limiting and pointless. Is there any explanation for what happened here? He probably just didn't notice something. Feels bad, man. Can I get an F in the chat for this move? This is what I thought a blunder was like, you know, but... So what, it gave me 6 advantage, whereas he could have done minus 0.62. Gave up a knight for a pawn. He was going for fool's mate in every game that I played. That we played, I swear down. Like, every time I kind of saw it coming, I was like, Monka S. But I always kind of just, it was never a big deal because you just kind of know what the pressure point is for fool's mate. This diagonal and the queen diagonal as well. So I just avoided it. But that was the thing I was saying in Serbian, or in German you'd call it like Schustermat or whatever. He wanted to clear the diagonal so that he could take the F pawn. Oh, scene. Yeah, but like, oh, because the queen is here, so he can, okay. Yeah, mates in less than 10 moves. It's basically this, right? You see how the knights and the queen are pressuring this diagonal spot next to the king. If this is undeveloped, then that's going to be a checkmate. If the queen goes in here and it's backed by the knight, there's nothing the king can do. And you can do that in like 6 moves, for example, at the beginning of a game. But in this case, it's still pretty bad because the pawn isn't there, but like the king can't go anywhere. So it would be a kind of checkmate, if you see what I mean. Because it looks just like any other mate. Yeah, it's just the six moves. Because it works best when you aren't developed. Yeah, so you have to watch. You just have to watch out for that. Pretty much, it's pretty hard for anyone to do it to you if you're just paying attention to like this specific square. You just know what's attacking it, so it's fine. But it's because the mate comes out early. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Anyway, this just gets eaten by the pawn. And what does he do next? You can't take it with the bishop. It's completely walled out. He's gonna at this point he has to start developing pronto. I think the CPU is gonna say this is his best move. I fucking told you. But now that this shit is here, I guess this also makes sense. But what did he do instead? It's a kind of development. I mean, if the queen moves now, then he can do that, but he should have moved the queen first, right? He could have knight f3. What does the CPU think of that? Wait, what do you mean? Do you mean f6? Force a queen out. Oh, as in... Oh, I see, sorry. No, you're talking about fools, mate. Yeah, if he puts the knight here... Yeah, I don't know if he would bother doing that. You just take with the pawn before it even gets anywhere, sure. Pawn can fork. More likely seen a queen trade with knights. Yeah, fair enough. It's kind of a similar set of strategies and they're all quite dangerous. But I know what you mean, I think. It was in the hypothetical, yeah, I get you. Yeah, pawn can fork, queen and rook, bishop can take. Yeah, it can, because this shit is right. Oh, okay. Did I notice that? I didn't notice that. But I noticed it on the next turn. I think you remember me saying, like, I just spotted that I can do this, but I didn't immediately notice it. The g5... Oh, so the game still thinks I shouldn't have bothered doing this, but I should have just forked them because one of them is fucked then, and I don't even lose the bishop. So that makes sense. Whereas I just did this kind of neutral move that I don't even remember why I did this. I was just trying to develop. Pawn is best move, I agree as well, now that I've thought about it. Because he will be losing that rook anyway. But I didn't do that, so he probably moved his queen out of the way. No? He put on the pressure with his excellent move, but obviously the best move is getting the rook out of danger, because obviously. I just slapped him. Oh, okay, no, first I took the... That's the best move, because thinking of the future, this is still completely sketch for him. Is it the best move, or should I just have taken the rook in case he noticed? Like, surely I should have taken the... Okay, what does it say about this? It's good. Just good. Because now he can just move the rook. And that's the best move. I lose a bishop, yeah. It was kind of funny on his end. Because he moved the queen out, but he didn't... He moved the queen out. So I don't think... What did he notice immediately? He noticed the fork if he moved the queen out, but he didn't notice that I can just take the rook still. And rooks are, you know, powerful. I mean, it's telling me I did the best move. I mean, sure, I took a pawn, but... You noticed the rook being in a bad spot. Okay. Tearing his defences apart. I like it. Well, apparently I agree with myself. Sorry, I agree with the computer and disagree with myself. That's what I meant to say. I'm just like, why didn't I do this? And then what I actually did is the best move. Okay. Disagree with yourself, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch the VOD on his part. It's cool that we both streamed it, man. It'll be quite fun for him as well. But then why didn't he move the rook out of the way? Even the computer's saying he could have just done that. Because now rook's gone. I lose the bishop, but I don't know. Yes, and don't ever forget that, keeper. Bishop here, yep, so this move pressures the f-pawn. And if you follow with rook to f3, it's a really strong position, yeah. Ton of pressure. No, it's good to put these things into words. I never usually think of it as like the amount of pressure on one position, but yeah. Just put that over there. It's weird, it's still saying this is not the best move. It's saying take f7. It puts him in check. He can't do anything about it. The king has to move out of the way. Oh, but then I could have taken this. Well, okay. Let's do a quick hypothetical. So say I did do this. King is going somewhere. Yeah, it's saying they're the same, which is interesting. But like in this situation, I would still do this. It's saying taking this is the best. Why? Because now, oh, the rook can still like go over here though, or here. Or the best option is to go here. What? Yeah, I mean, what you said is not relevant because something changed in the context. I'm not sure what. But why would you put the rook here? Because it can just get... Eh? Bro, I'm second guessing the chess engine now. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. I'm not sure I have the energy to figure out what's going on here. But yeah, it's saying in this trade situation that if you take this instead of the rook immediately, it's saying move the rook somewhere where it's still in danger. Yeah, I don't think... I'll take it from the silence, no one knows what's going on here, and just move on. Where were we? So yeah, I kind of just went in with this to get rid of the rook to get that advantage, and then he was took it with a queen. He could have gone with this thing because now the queen is in kind of a useless spot. Here it was... I don't know, pressuring this thing? I'm not sure. But either way, my next move here is probably to do the check. Best move, figured. And then he's losing pieces again. And this now counts as an inaccuracy, whereas in the other hypothetical it was the same as moving the king over here. We're getting kind of closing in on the end game now, aren't we? So putting it here is bad because reasons. I'm not really, I can't really figure it out now. Why that would be bad. $109 dropped frames, okay. Wait. Yeah, no, that's all good. Oh, that's it, thanks. Yeah, it's about what can happen next. If he had gone here, I would have had no way of pressuring him after that. Because, you know, I could put the knight here, but then it gets taken by this pawn. So if I put it here, I can check from this direction. And he can't take that because, you know, he'd lose a queen. Knight can check to g6. Okay, thanks. Yeah, man, it seems obvious when you say it, but I don't know, I guess I just got to focus. Learn how to think a bit better. Should really play some more chess. This has inspired me. Shoutouts to Toad for, you know, doing an initiative. There wasn't even an announcement about it. It was all just organic. Yeah, so in this situation, I take the knight. In this situation, he doesn't have much going for him anymore. What does he do next? I mean, you can take this thing. This is probably a good move for him. It's completely undefended. He puts pressure on rook. Queen to g7 was the best. He was tunneling hard here if he was going for just looking at this, right? Although I guess I could have started putting him in check if I developed the rook. Queen to g7 is the best. Okay, so it's a defensive move. It pressures this thing, and probably in a slightly better way. There might be more than one best, yeah. He'll take bishop though. It would be a bit better. It would be a bit off a longer thing. Yeah, I'll check. I'll test it in a sec. He'll take bishop though. It would be a bit off a longer thing. I don't understand your sentence. Sorry. As in, it would be a longer match. Or are you saying he would take bishop if I don't know. It was sometimes it's hard to keep track of hypotheticals on Twitch. You can imagine. But this is an interesting shout. Moving queen in the corner loses the game. It didn't call it a straight up blunder, it called it a mistake, single question mark. But yeah, what I would have done here if I were him. So it's saying 13.7 for bishop to g8. Oh no, that's that move. Okay, so what did it say the best move was? Queen to g7 is 13.9. It still gives me an advantage, just much less of an advantage, okay. 17.9. Because now I've got to do something like this. I mean, it's just a bit of pressure he could have exerted. No, this should have gone somewhere else. Oh, sorry, it was being defended by the queen. My bad. I didn't notice the queen was there. That explains it, keep. Taking central pawn loses his bishop because white queen protects it, thanks. We're on the same page. Okay, let us move on. So what do I do here? I move bishop out of the way, probably. There isn't... I don't know where I would put the bishop. Just here? No, here. No, here. You know, this is better than this. Because here he's going to take over by just putting this here or something along those lines. Maybe not. It's fine. Sorry, man, I'm really not paying attention. Yeah, of course, you can just do that, and that is what I did, so. Over there is better, whatever. Cool. Check queen fork. Free queen. Free queen. That's essentially why I lost the game. Because it created the fork, he just didn't notice that. So moving the queen here creates a fork. Alright, what's next? This was the point where this is I guess this is a blunder because like I can put him in check with the rook straight up. Yo, a missed win. I had a queen. I forgot I had a queen because I hadn't used it at all. I forgot I had a queen. I was like, why don't I do this? No. So all I had to do what does he do next? When it's saying this is a missed win. The queen can go here. If it goes here, that's pretty dangerous. I guess it's going to say it's a missed win because I can just take the rook or something. That's interesting, it's saying it's a blunder. Oh, because it's checkmate. It's not checkmate, but it's like... hash means checkmate, I guess. So that makes sense. This is why this is a blunder. So he would have had to go this way. How do I mate? Either of these is shite, like... But it's kind of, I can see why it would call it a forced win. Yep. Another missed win. Oh, this is a checkmate. Not quite. Here I mate him by like putting the queen. It doesn't matter, it's kind of clearly a checkmate any way you do it, so... Sorry, I just kind of looked at all these options quickly. So I'm going to try to catch up on chat. That hole you left, the whole game becomes the game winner. Oh, you see the whole win? Mate in 3 every option. Don't skimp on them mate studies. That's how you end up being chased around with a king. Yeah, exactly. It's basically a goose chase. That's literally what it is. The king is a goose, and you're trying to get it, but you didn't study your checkmates, and so the goose just goes over there, and then it goes over there, and the next thing you know, it's a stalemate, and you're questioning your entire existence. Some aren't obvious. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean, but it kind of just makes sense. You have to be careful not to get in a stalemate, just always, yeah. That's what I mean, next thing you know. You're in a stalemate, and that effectively means the goose won. Draw. Which hole were you thinking of, Kiba, that he left that became the game winner? So it's telling me that this is a missed win. It's missed because I didn't see the fucking queen. Yeah, I see what you mean. Because I could have done this as well, and the hole that I left, the little gap, just to develop rooks and queens, that is, I think, very important, at least. It's something that I always think about. How can I just... You were thinking the whole time to put the rook there, and I just forgot I didn't have a queen. Yeah, yeah. That's what I did, isn't it? Oh, he made another blunder. Well, yeah, because he was trying to pressure my pieces, but this is just where I ended up winning by developing rook in that direction. This is an obvious move because I had to defend the bishop. But the whole time I was thinking of putting the rook there, and then eventually I saw the queen, yeah. But I might not even have done this move. I accidentally made the best move, but I didn't notice that the knight was not being protected, so I just sacrificed it for position unintentionally because I thought this would be being protected by this somehow, if you know what I mean, just intuitively. I didn't notice it wasn't. And then I was like, okay, so this one I just need to protect with this, but then game is saying this is the best move, okay. So then he notices that. Fine, he could have put me in check. Yeah. And then I know I can just develop the queen. I mean, first I put him in check to put the pressure on. An alternative, okay. He keeps the pressure up as well, but then I'm like, how do I get my queen out? Honestly, if I hadn't missed the missed win, the game would have been more interesting because the check would have just been like, there would be no rook. It would have just been queen, bishop, knight, which is quite a sexy check, you know. So the whole time I'm thinking, how do I open up a bit more space? It's telling me this is the best move, and this is the point where he puts me in check. No, he takes it. Oh, but then I take it with this pawn. And it's like, okay, now I finally have what I wanted. You're right, the endgame isn't that important in this match. This was said to be a blunder because it doesn't achieve anything, and I still have a line of attack. Queen to... I should have put it in g4. The reason I didn't was because I wanted the queen to be able to come out diagonally. Yeah, this makes sense, because if you'd done this, I could have just, like... Here is better? Yeah, and then he puts me in check, okay. I'm not sure that is really a good idea. Yeah, I'm with index in terms of where my mind is, but I'm still just looking at some of these options. A net for the king. I can imagine what you mean by that, but I can't see why. So the king can't retreat. Well, the king can't really do much. He can't escape in this direction. But you mean he can't retreat if I put it here? He could have... Yeah, he would have had to go to the left. I can't visualize any of this stuff. How are you seeing a mate in 1 here? I'm getting confused. Yeah, I can see some people just being chess geniuses. I mean, I'm definitely a scrub because I don't practice, you know. Some of us just kind of like Joyish as well, I think. We just kind of were kind of good at it at some point and then just let it rot a bit and not on top of like opening moves, closing moves. The last hypothetical where I moved queen and then he moved king up. This one. If you put rook here, this is going to be... How is it mate in 1 though? Is this what you meant by putting the rook there? I'm starting to get lost. Yeah, you're kind of right. Like here, all the moves kind of blend into 1. There are just so many options. But I think it's fine. I mean, how did the game play out? We should just tab through it quickly. It's good that here I was selecting the best move every time. That's kind of good news, isn't it? That I was able to improvise the mate not too badly. After this move, this was my last good one. No, this was my last good one because I was sort of pinning the rook. But then after that, it's 3 bests. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this. It just kind of makes sense. I don't know, I think I'll leave it there. I was starting to get confused at the end because there were so many different hypotheticals. But, you know, I'll keep the VOD, so if I'm ever interested, I could always just take a look at the little bits and pieces. But yeah, that's interesting that there's a missed win among everything else. There are a lot of ways to win. Yeah, man. Shall I pull up the brackets if I can find it? I don't have anything suspicious on Discord, do I? Probably not. Where is the bracket? Was it 1-1? Oh, it was 2-1, surely. Oh, on the end game. Someone's going to need to report it to Toad. He's probably figured it out by now, but if they get added at it and so told, would you mind playing some chess? Yeah, I managed to delay it a bit just because my weekend was... I had other plans. And then I was kind of ill and I had all these ear problems, so I just kind of... I made sure not to delay it too long, but like... I said Tuesday onwards, and I think it's gone into Friday. Well, Thursday evening, I guess. So 2-day delay. But everyone else was going really fast. It's just like when I was looking at the Skyward Sword any percent tournament. I didn't participate, but like it took like a solid 3 months. You know, I mean, I know it's a lot harder to organize a race, but a race of a long speed run back when it was 2 hours. But yeah, these matches happened so fast. So many of them happened on the first weekend. You know. Yeah, we still haven't reported. I need to add Toad with the results. I'll just do that now. But yeah, there is one thing that is an interesting analogy that I thought of recently, which is if any of you know about Skyward Sword speedruns, you know, so not on the level of movement or anything like that or glitches. I mean, you know, Wind Waker HD is better in terms of both, with all the clips and the movement you can do. It's very deep and a lot more interesting. But Skyward Sword, because of the complexity of back in time, the routing is really, really interesting. And I think it's a lot like chess, because most of the complexity is in the opening and in the closing. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but like you have all these prescribed openings for how you can set up your files so you can achieve all the different things you want to with them. And you know, they cover different things, but you kind of set it up so you can achieve some big objectives. But then in the closing, you just have to make sure you hit all of the flags that you need to open each door that you need to. So it's very prescribed as well. And then the mid game is kind of it's a lot easier because, well, I say it's a lot easier. Nominally, it's easier because you just kind of have to make it work. You just have to get your files to be where they need to be to do all the things. And it's always going to work. It's just that if you don't pay too much attention, you're going to have a really slow route. But the complexity and the depth all ends up being in the mid game, because you need to figure out ways of not wasting time to doing things twice and to having the wrong flags, which are slower because you have to like go around when you're doing some of the back in times and that kind of thing. So it kind of ends up being kind of like that. It's kind of, if you haven't seen it, it's probably not too useful an analogy, but it's just kind of, it's something. I'm going to commentate a run next week for ESA, and hopefully I'm going to explain why Skyward Sword is a lot like chess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So how's this? Yeah, so what was I saying? 2-1 to me. And so we can just take a look at what's going on here. Kong is out, Bowser is out. You're playing Toad, okay. Toad sounds like he's pretty good. And if Crane is really good, then I'm just gonna get destroyed. There's no point even trying. I mean, I'm gonna try the same way I tried today, but I have no expectation of winning if Crane is just gonna par me. You know, he doesn't even play Wind Waker HD. Just ignore the fact that I also don't, but like he doesn't even go here, you know. Like, why am I playing Crane? Like, what's going on? Like, this shouldn't be allowed, man, you know. I'm like incredulous. It's good to play good players, yeah. It is, if I learn something from it and try to, you know, there's just so many things I want to do in life, and I end up just playing video games. I need to motivate myself to play a bit more chess. Never seen him in your chat. You said he was better at HD than at chess, and he doesn't own HD and he hasn't lost it. It's because he's a G. He was in Linkus's Discord a bunch talking about Sploosh. He didn't contribute much, but I also didn't. We just both talked a lot, you know. We didn't end up contributing, but our talking was a contribution in and of itself, right? So it was cool when that was getting discovered. It was a nice conversation. Yeah, that's jokes though. He hasn't lost yet. I mean, he's played 2 games in a row, but like, I don't know, if the games weren't streamed, it could just be he won 2 games, but he's still fairly evenly matched, but it's probably not. Um, yeah, I also don't go in the Discord. I have a kind of funny story about it actually, because I don't go in his Discord mostly just because, you know, it's a streamer Discord. I'm not too interested in those for obvious reasons, right? I've always been more interested in how the game develops and meeting people on even terms, you know. But like the reason I went into his Discord is because there's this like old British SMS runner called Sarkrai who I wanted to find out more about because he's very like mysterious. He kind of disappeared from the internet. But like one of the only leads I have is that like back in 2013, he did a run of SMS and he had Sarkrai in his voice chat, and it was before Sarkrai had taken up the game. And then Sarkrai went on a few years later to become the best British SMS player, and then he got beaten by a few other people. So I was like, maybe there's something about Sarkrai in Linker's Discord. And sure enough, there was absolutely nothing. There was absolute fuck all. Like Linker's, you know, he changed, man. You know, forget where you came from. I'm joking, but like there was nothing in his Discord, and so I was just looking around, and it's like, oh, there's a Sploosh Kaboom channel. Why? What is that? And then I look in there, and it's like 2 days before the big discovery, I think, and I just see all the shit that's happened, and like Peter, and all the stuff he's come up with. I think it was might have even been pre-C Sunday. I'm not sure, but like they had WebAssembly, they had cries doing Rust, they had genetic algorithms, they had like all these different simulations, heat maps, all this shit before the discovery happened. They had all these ideas, and it was like, whoa. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. And then I just stayed there because they kept talking about it. I asked a few questions. I didn't really contribute anything. I got a credit in the video, but pretty much all I did was contribute a little bit of pseudocode in the README. I didn't have any intelligent ideas. I was just like, fuck. And it's the same with Skyward Sword, the new reroute. I didn't like the new discovery. I had nothing to do with it. Every route that you see, I had nothing to do with it because routing that game is just way too hard. I can understand the solution, but I could never figure it out myself. It's just so difficult. And Gymnast said that like routing Skyward Sword is one of his most challenging critical thinking exercises in his life, which I find interesting from a Komsky student. Imagine if that was in the HD Discord. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's something I thought about many times. I can still, I don't know why I keep putting it off. I can still use them. Anyone can use it actually. The Discord's history tracker. I think this is the correct URL. Yeah, you can just use this to archive any conversation in a few like minutes. You know, you get a text file, JSON file, you put it in the viewer. You could just read it back. Easy. So that's what I was going to do to that, and then it's kind of like it was in the HD Discord. But I mean, that shit is like, I got so lost reading it. I ended up not talking in there for over a month because I was just so overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that was said. Like all the details they fixed to get the sploosh tool working. It was just so much. And so I never even got to like thank Peter for the amazing video that he made, like the Linkus video. He was the MVP. He animated the entire explanation just in pure JavaScript. So it was an inspiration for me because I'm really into teaching, you know. So I see that, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. But yeah, this is a tool I discovered from my Pokemon Go days. That was some high drama shit when I was moderating London Pokemon Go server. I just knew, like, whenever a drama happens, I need to archive that shit on site. No screenshots. And that's how I learnt about Discord history tracker. Yeah. But yeah, you know, Linkus has a big audience, and so a lot of intelligent people turn up in it, and he got a critical mass of them to solve the Sploosh Kaboom problem. Whereas previously, when he was a smaller streamer, he still got people to look into it, like myself included. I used to be more exposed to Linkus than I was to the rest of the community back in summer 2018, even though I made a point of getting on the Discord as soon as I could, because I kind of knew I didn't want to get, like, you know, tunnel vision in how Linkus sees the world through his eyes. But like back then there were a few people, but just not nearly enough to solve the problem, and I came up with like a sploosh route, but it was just shit. I did like most of the research for a bit, but it was just so bad, so inaccurate, and so much like lower level. It's just amateur shit compared to what happened later, and so it's just a double-edged sword. You know, he has the he can generate the audience, and then it makes sense that it happens on his Discord. But like, there's no reason it wouldn't happen on his Discord, because why would anyone go to the Wind Waker HD Discord when everyone is already there? So yeah, I wanted it to be on the game Discord as well, but it's understandable that it wasn't. Yeah, no, of course. It's the same with me now. I don't talk to Linkus anymore. As in, I don't watch him because his chat is overwhelming. I don't like watching anyone who has a big chat. I don't want to be a big streamer. I talked with Kiba about this a bit. I want streaming to always be a social thing where I can read the whole chat, know what's going on, talk to people, not have more than like 10 people watching. You know, but it's just the path you take. If you become a big streamer, you can't really meaningfully interact with people anymore, and so I became less interested in watching him as a result. More fun in smaller chats. Yeah, I hope it's been fun. I just wish I didn't get burnt out on watching Wind Waker because of the like amount of hours I put into watching Ian, because I just got so bored of watching any percent. Otherwise, I would have watched all of you guys so much more. But like back then, it was just Ian and Linkus, and originally I watched both of them, and then I only watched Ian, and now I don't watch anyone. Like, I think Al deserves a lot more of my time as well, but like I just can't be bothered to watch it. It's so bad. I watch SD now because I don't know enough about SD compared to HD, but yeah, you do be a lurker. Yeah, it's a shame that stuff sometimes happens and then you become less active in Discords. It just is always the way things go. I found that happened to me in Pokemon Go as well. If you get too involved in something, it can kind of be a bit of a problem. But you know how I feel. I'm really into watching SMS any percent, even though it's the game I play, and the only reason is because I haven't learned it properly. So every time I learn something, I focus in on that bit, and when I've learnt everything, I'm just not gonna want to watch it anymore. It's just how it goes, man. Yeah, no, I know, Kiba. I understand. Yeah, you had like what to me just seemed like a disagreement with Al, but I don't know anything about it. I was just saying it happens. You know, I've had that kind of problem with people back in the day when I was like really involved in a community, because I'm not important in any of the communities that I'm in at the moment. But like back then, I was important in Pokemon Go London because of the tech that I contributed for it. Kind of changed the way everyone played the game. And so once that starts, you start getting into like dramas and disagreements. And I got like treated so badly by three separate people. I will still remember this for like the rest of my life. Yeah, it's just funny how it happens. You just kind of remember that life goes on and people have reasons for being as they are. You know, it's all right. But yeah, yeah, that's cool. I guess I'll come back next chess match. I've just been here talking. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. I don't know if I remember any of it, but hopefully I learned something. I never remember things. And I'll do the match with Crane. I don't know if Crane streams. Does Crane stream? Can I scope Crane? Watch the two matches that he's done so far, and just like get the download and know exactly how he thinks. But to be honest, I've done that a few times with Smash, and it just never works because I'm just so bad at Smash. With Ultimate, but I mean Melee is even worse because I can't control Melee at all. I don't know movement. But with Ultimate, even when I learn the movement, I just stare at people. I'm like, I can't figure this out. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. I should learn how to play it. You remind me of like some people who are just like professionals at something, but they just don't engage directly with it, if you know what I mean. I've seen that before. I don't remember the exact situation, but yeah, why didn't you join the chess tournament? You should have just played, because you know what you're doing. You know the rules, that's all you need. You don't need to like practice it. It's not like a speedrun where just knowing it is not enough. You have to have muscle memory. You just do. Move the piece. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I was talking about Kiba, but it applies equally to both of you. You were both very insightful to help me figure out things when I couldn't figure out why the computer picks a move, and so hopefully I learned to think a bit better. Don't know anything about the opening. Yep, same. I just know improv. That's all I do. I don't know any of the openings. Yeah, man, job applications, that's fair enough. Aza was busy as well. If we do a tournament with you and Aza, that would be... I have a funny thing to show you, actually. This is just an incidental thing. It's just a small thing that made me laugh. Let me see if I can find it. So I'm going to copy it, paste it into Discord on my computer, into the scrap channel. Oh, I can't just copy it, I have to actually upload it, because you can't copy out a file. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the link to that, not the message link, the image link, open original, copy that into the chat, so you'll be able to see the picture. I should have changed the title, it's a bit of a spoiler, but yeah. It was just something I saw in the Skyward Sword chat that made me laugh, but at the same time, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, Ace is a cool dude. How's it going with job applications and that? We haven't caught up for a while. Yeah. Some random in Jim's chat, really. He knows the secret. What was the username for the guy who said that? My life is dinosaur themed. It's a nice username. But yeah, I should be doing job applications as well. I've just been learning SMS instead, to be honest. And I've kind of slowed down on that a bit just because my hearing went. There's no other reason. Hopefully that'll get fixed soon. But I need to learn SMS and I need to learn SS as well, because I need to practice test. I need to test out the practice codes for SS, alpha test them, and then release them. Yeah, for me, job hunting is just yeah, this is very relatable. For me, job hunting at now is just my view of everything has just taken such a dive since lockdown. I was already really against capitalist working culture, but now I feel like I'm just like dead set, like I just can't get over it now. It's just the way that contributed to, I mean, everything that's happened with COVID and how it's kind of finally being considered reasonable to work from home, for example. And, I was applying to like massive monolithic hedge funds, these really awful places, like quite deliberately. I just wanted money. But now I'm just like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to reset my mindset. But that is in and of itself a form of self-sabotage. I've just been on benefits doing all this like interesting code and stuff for speedrunning communities, and yeah, learning a speedrun is kind of a nice productive activity for me as well, because I'm learning something that I'm not good at. I'm really bad at video games. I don't have a talent for it. So it's been interesting to actually try to, push past that, develop as a person a bit. But yeah, no, that's just my story. So I can kind of understand in some way. Yeah, exactly. I really hope that the entire capitalist working culture just gets deconstructed. It would be nice. But it's already cost me dearly that it's been going on so long. Eventually it'll just go away, but... yeah. It's kind of, it's healthy for people to see their colleagues, but, you don't need to see them more than twice a week. That's already more than you see most of your friends. So, like... on that exact thing, on working from home, on something that I said. I can't remember. Sorry. I'm such a good streamer. I'm like Leanne. I'm not as bad as Leanne. Leanne is like, one thought goes in, and then she reads another 10 messages from 10 separate people. And then she comes back and she's like, what were we talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't have faith in humanity is my problem. I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it. It's kind of my approach towards everything related to change. Things like working from home, how that's seen. Working from home is seen as weakness, I just don't believe humans are good enough to really change past that, and that's kind of how I feel about the Smash community. Drama as well. Drama, like, the enlightening that abuse is a problem. Yeah. Well, you say you had to preface it. It depends who your audience is. If you say to me that coronavirus has positive effects, then I will immediately say yes, it does, because obviously. But some people will think that you mean that coronavirus doesn't have negative effects. But no, you said it has positive effects. And I know you and I see eye to eye on that. There's a nice article that someone who was the year above me in my uni for maths wrote about it. He was just like, I mean what I say. And then he talks about all the different things that people don't. All the different ways that people can misinterpret people, and how it's just so much easier if you take a step back and, like, is this thing that this person said true? They didn't mean anything else by it. Pressure a significant change in the workscape, since so much of what we do is under a huge cultural lag with technology. So much of our culture, it's ridiculous. And more to need to commute. Yeah, it's straight facts, but it's almost like no one cares, no one knows. Dude, it's so fucking stupid though. Like, I mean, many years ago, I think, I've grown up between two main roads. There's so much pollution. I have permanent breathing difficulties because of it. And it's like, well, surely it doesn't take that kind of thing to realize that, maybe when you're not driving, you should just turn off your engine. I was the only person in my uni, I swear, who would habitually walk in to the computer room at night and turn the lights off, even though I hadn't been using it at all that day. I just kind of knew the lights are going to be on, it's 11 p.m, I'm just going to walk in and turn them off. I did that so many times. And I just never understood how, this didn't come naturally to anyone else. And it's just that kind of thing. People are now saying, oh, we must cut down on idling, leaving your engine on. £60 fine. Oh, we have to, make London greener. We now care about this. And like the poster comes up, I'm just like, this looks like virtue signaling to me. I just don't get it. It's just how I've always felt, and that's why I say I have no faith in humanity, to be honest. I don't mean to be so negative, it's just how I feel. But I don't let it get me down too much. Yeah, driving requires a vehicle and gas, not sustainable. Amount of office space that is unnecessarily used, which could be repurposed. Yeah, on the whole, yeah. I'm not sure if office space is possible to be more efficient with in that way usually, because usually you want it to be possible for everyone to meet up. But do you need an entire office for that, or could you just, rent an office? I don't know, but pretty much everything else you've said is just like, yeah, straight up true. Needing a car, thank God, is something that in Europe is not really a thing. We have cars, but they are used for like long distance to shit. So in the same way you might do a road trip, we would use a car to do a holiday in France, for example, which is maybe a bit luxurious. But like you would get a car if you're doing a family trip somewhere. You would still get a train or a bus to just travel across the UK mostly. But the point is, in towns, people just public transport always. It's very rare. I had a friend, he had a car, he ditched it, he just didn't need it. You can't really drive in London. You kind of can, but it's bad. And so I know Europe's more progressive than America in that sense, but it's just one thing. It will do. It will do, but I think being able to meet people you interact with regularly in person is important. Like, I've always thought of it as 2 days a week. 2 days a week you work in person, 2 days a week you work from home, and 3 days a week you don't work. It's kind of how I've always imagined things should be. Maybe some days you could do 1 day a week in person, because your commute burdens the environment, like we've said. But I think if you have colleagues, you should see them face to face, vibe with them. Provides the opportunity for someone to come in and make big changes. Can you imagine that? Like, we have to deal with Zoom. Discord's okay. Zoom is okay. But like, the technology is good because 10 years ago it was so much worse. Skype was just low tier trash. But it's still pretty bad. For what we would want to use it for, it's not so good. But hopefully people have been inspired to work on it. True. It does restrict who is hireable. That's a good point. It means your job market is a lot more geographically, whatever the opposite of sticky is in economics. Unsticky, fluid. I think it's still worth taking the L on efficiency to have human contact. I just think human contact is so important, but maybe that's just me. It's like, imagine auditioning your friends across the entire people market across the world. You just pick the ones that are the best. I guess that is kind of how things work with speedruns, because everyone's international and the community is small. But not for, imagine if all of your friends were virtual. It's not like everyone will shut down entirely. Yeah, no, I know. I was just saying I think it's healthy for you to meet as many people as you can, and particularly if you work with people daily. But I understand your point of view as well. It might not be that important. Yeah, removing the human contact for work completely. Maybe you're right. A lot of people do that. I just think it's a bit of an L for everyone involved if it's not possible to meet up. Or rather, if it's not a regular meetup, sure, sometimes you live near someone by accident. But it could be worth it. It could be well worth it. Yeah. I would definitely, I would rather work in person as well. But I would rather work in person half the time and work remotely half the time. That would be perfect for me. Although I might cut it down if the commute is awful, then I would cut it down to once a week. Yeah. Yeah, I agree though. I agree, Keeper, that it will remove the stigma, but I was just saying not all of it is stigma. I think the reasons I've set out for wanting to work in person are not a stigma, you know. I think they're valid reasons. I think human contact is good shit. Hello. I thought you just said I had an ad, Keeper. I'm like, what? I'm not even an affiliate. They can't do that. I mean, they can. They just take all the money for themselves because they suck. Yeah, how's it going? I reported my win. Cool. We have our top 4 semi-finals. Crane, Shout, Toad, Index. We're already on semi-finals. Fucking hell. Crane had 2 matches in the time it took us to do 1. I haven't watched any of them. I'm definitely going to watch some live matches. Probably let the Crane one happen first. When you fixing to play? Earlier than me and Crane. Key, sleep, sheep. What? So I'm getting confused. I misread the emoji name. You Barber from Spirits of the Way. Is that the granny? I can't actually remember. Yeah, no, sick. Thanks for streaming that. That's going to be so much fun. Hey, how many, the witch lady. Yeah, just about remember her. She's like short and wide, the thing. Grey hair. Do you know, Toad, how many matches have been streamed so far? I know Joyce and I both streamed ours. But if anyone else has streamed. Yeah, well, I did notice, I'm going to check through chat later, Index, but I did notice you saying it's cool how I can just explain exactly what I'm thinking. Partly I did take a bit of a time loss, I think, doing that, which I need to be wary of. Sometimes I just had a lot of thoughts very quickly and then I wanted to actually say them, so I lost like 3 or 4 seconds. That's something I could probably cut down on. But I think for the most part, when I was streaming in 2018, I was streaming myself learning distributed systems, which is this Komsky topic. Streamed the whole thing on Twitch. It went into like 120 hours, I think. Fucking hell. But like the whole time I was just forcing myself to explain exactly what I was thinking as I was doing these Komsky problems, and that exact habit, you know, it's kind of stuck with me. And it's important to learn for job interviews when you're doing software, among other things, any problem solving. But it's just kind of stuck with me that I can do that now. I think it's time well invested, the 120 hours of Twitch just explaining what I was doing. But yeah. Yeah, what I did for chat is I just no one was pinging me on my phone, so I just had my phone here. It was screen off. And with the laptop, I just closed it. I literally just closed it. Easy. Because usually when I'm streaming, I have chat open on this laptop. It's a Dell Ultrabook, very light. Yeah, thanks, dude. That's good that I can do that. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna start training myself to explain, Skyward Sword in a marathon. That's going to be so much fun. But it's something I really like. When I was in maths, at uni, I was just always really fond of people who could explain things really well, and I wanted to pick that trait up off my lecturers. Yeah, the tragic existence of Kiba's stream. People in your Discord, fucking hell. People in Kiba Discord are like eels, just waiting for stream, and then Kiba baits them, and then his fuse blows, and then they just go back to being eels, ×2 intensity. Eels? Seals. Yeah, like when you dangle fish over the seals. Fuse. Yeah, that's really fucking annoying, because then it fucking turns off. You can't even finish the run. One of the few runs that went past MSS. This happened to me once very memorably during the final boss battle during my casual 1000-Year Door playthrough. I was in shock. I couldn't recover from that. I had to take half an hour to calm down, and then I did it again. But I just remember it so vividly. I remember the exact phone calls I did on that day, because that thing made me remember what happened. The power cut during the final boss. I was just yeah, 1000-Year Door I think is the best game I've ever played, almost certainly. And I've never looked at the speedrun. I really need to do that. Man Gamer sold it so well. He was like, bro, look at the way that 1000-Year Door tracks story progression. It's so amazing. Obviously, every other game must work exactly the same way. And I screenshotted that chat. And posted it to Muzyoshi on Twitter because I keep saying I'm gonna make a Wind Waker HD Man Gamer mega thread the same way Erin made one recently for OOT 3D MM3D. But I just can't be bothered by this. One day I'll do that. Yeah, I think it's fine as long as the controller is working correctly. You'll get used to it. I have no doubt. Wouldn't worry. Yeah. Am I gonna get the newest one? Probably not. It's kind of tragic. I just don't play casual video games anymore. And if I do, I have to make it easy for myself, so I do short games. Braid, Super Metroid, that kind of thing. But would I get the latest Paper Mario? Probably not, because there's a few reasons. So one of them is I'm not really playing games these days. I'm just doing these speedruns for sport. That's fair enough. But specifically, for starters, it's well documented how Paper Mario has just been getting worse, right? And so I don't want to pick up a game before it's well understood how good it is, because I made that mistake with Skyward Sword, and I ended up picking a 3D Zelda that was really a suboptimal choice. If I'd picked Wind Waker or Majora, I think would have been the best choice. It would have been a lot better for me, but I picked SS because it had a lot of hype. I read reviews around the time it came out, and I just remembered it as being really good. But and then people were saying, "Oh, it's not that good." I didn't believe them. I should have. So with Origami King, I want to give it at least half a year so people can actually get good opinions on it. But all of the Paper Mario games I've just not been interested in. So I played 64, and then I played 1000-Year Door. Playing 64 first is important because 64 is inferior in every way, but it's still an excellent video game. And so if you play one and then the other, you get twice the enjoyment out of it, because otherwise you're going to feel like 64 is a bit lacking. But 64 just, has boring characterization. It's just the same old Mushroom Kingdom stuff. But the first time you play a game that's like that, it's just blows your mind. That is my favorite video game, Paper Mario 64. 1000-Year Door is better. but I have the best emotional bond with 64 because that was the first one I played, and then being able to play A Thousand Year Door, which was just a step up in every regard, was just like so good. And then I played Super Paper Mario. It was pretty good. The story was really good, and I enjoyed it a lot. But that was 2007, 8, and then that was the newest one, and then I just left it. But these days I struggle so much more to complete games, and so I just don't. I don't want to go back to Paper Mario. I feel like I'd ruin it for myself a bit. I would be a lot more keen to pick up Mario and Luigi instead of Paper Mario. Like play the old GBA games or whichever ones are the best ones, because I just don't want to play games that are too similar to games I've already played and then get burnt out on them and feel bad. Mario Galaxy 2, that is what happens. I still can't live that down because I played the first 3D Marios and I loved all of them, and then Galaxy 2 was just so similar to Galaxy 1 I just gave up. I couldn't be bothered. Which is, I'm going to play Odyssey, but going back to Galaxy 2 could be too difficult. So sorry, that was a bit of a ramble, but I hope that makes sense for my explanation for. Yeah, then the latest one. I don't know what you guys think about Paper Mario, but it's a really good series. I really like it. And I'm going to play the 64 soundtrack on my stream at some point because it's one of my favorites. It's the most, melodic music. It's the most, all video games that have good music the music's principally good because of melody, I think. Whereas most of the music I listen to these days is more oriented towards harmony and rhythm or other stuff. But Paper Mario 64 just had some of the best melodies I've heard in my life, and consistently, every song, it just kept coming, and I was like, this is such an inspiration to me as a musician for just how much creativity you can get just out of melody, which is usually seen as the simplest idea when it comes to music. The easiest thing with the least depth is melody, right? But the music is just so strong in that regard that I never really forgot it, and it was what got me into good music, was starting out with the best kind of video game music, and then I just slowly developed, from there. Yeah, Shadow Queen was pretty hard. And I never finished the Pit of 100 Trials because I was too shit. I got to 90, pussied out and quit. And then I did it again. 2 hours it takes you to get to level 90. I was like, yep, I'm going past 90, and then I die on level 91. I'm just like... So I never got to fight Bonetail, which is kind of sad. I've never played any of the Paper Marios, but I heard that the Wii U one was garbage. So I was hoping that the newest one would be good so I could get it. Yeah, that's cool. You don't finish it. I guess the older you get, the easier it gets to finish things. You can be a lot more calculating in your approach. I just bought some 1-ups and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it again, but I couldn't motivate myself because 2 hours was just so long back then. This was pre-speed runs. Imagine doing a 2-hour run and just having it end just like that. Could never be me. Yeah. I've never really cared about new games and old games, though. If you have a Wii, just get 64 and then get Thousand Year Door, I would say. Honestly. Why would you... If you get the new one, it probably won't spoil your enjoyment of the old ones, though. So it's fair enough. But it might lessen the impact of 64, but probably not that much. I think... I don't know. The problem is, man, 10 years ago, I read an interview where Nintendo was saying, Paper Mario, the story is too complicated. We need to delete it. Our surveys show that no one follows the story. People want less story. Duh. And I read that, and I think Iwata said that, and I just read that, and I was like, this is it. I'm never going to enjoy this series anymore. My favorite series. It's over. And so I decided, rather than trying to force myself, to just not bother picking up those games. But also because I don't own a 3DS or a Wii U, so it was kind of... But that also makes me feel like I don't want to get the Switch one. Now I have a Switch. I don't think it would spoil the original. It's just for me personally, playing too many games that are too similar to each other takes away from my enjoyment of whichever one I play second. Which is why I'm saying if you start with Origami Kings, then 64 might feel a bit more dated, a bit worse. In general, I think starting with a game that looks dated, like 64 does, tends to improve your enjoyment of that game, of 64. So, which is why I think 64 is a good one to start with. Yeah, no, it's just personal for me because that's just how it works for me. I'm very specific in that sense. I just sometimes find it hard to enjoy repetitive things. The new one might outshine the original, almost certainly not. The problem is the formula they had for the game with the original 2 was so good that it's unlikely anything's going to top it on execution. And from what I've just been reading casually in like random discords where people have talked about it, scattered Discord, because he's been playing those games on stream, people just they were pretty ambivalent. So I don't think it's going to be a 64. Which NES game? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with what Nintendo said about story, because story was the thing I liked the most about Paper Mario. The 64 had a good story. It was kind of a generic one, but it was really, really well characterized, acted out, dialogue, everything. It was just, you got so involved, and I was 11 when I played that, and I remember crying at the end, even though there wasn't really much to cry about. And then Thousand Year Door steps it up just with all the different kinds of characters, all the characterization. Thousand Year Door, the storytelling in that, there's I'm not going to say spoilers. I'm just going to say the way that the storytelling is done, with the way that they mix up which character you play as, and different scenes and things, and the pacing. So you have long quests as Mario, short quests as Bowser, that kind of thing. The way that that's mixed up just was so memorable to me, because like the dynamics were so good. So part of it was like there was this one scene that I remember really vividly. I did a Spanish oral presentation on it when I was younger, because I just thought it was so cool, the way that these characters which had different strands sort of were brought into contact with each other, the way they interacted. It just kind of blows your mind, all the possibilities, and you see the way it's all acted out. This is what I love about it. And then Super Paper Mario had the deepest story, the most meaningful one, and I think it was a really good one as well. It's a really cool game, the most advanced story. And then after that, it just went to shit, I've heard. Chris Dallas. Probably the best damn game on the console, yeah. FF1, fair enough. An action RPG for the NES. That's an interesting one. I mean, I've never heard of the game, but it's interesting to have something like that. That is kind of unique to you. If it is unique, I don't know how popular it is, but I've never heard of it. I have a game like that. A game that's really good that no one ever played. It's called Zack and Wiki. It was on the Wii. Did I move? Oh, I lent my disc to someone for 2 years. I eventually got it back, but it was on my desk for ages, but I think I took it back and put it in a cupboard or whatever. I was just going to show it off. So my Discord character, which I'm probably going to change to a different one, but they're both going to be from the same game. It's a really good game, Zack and Wiki. And people speedrun it now. The speedrun community was established about half a year ago. It's pretty cool. I've not looked at it, but... yeah, if the IP were reimagined and expanded on. Oh, nice, SNK. That's a name I've not heard in a while. The only time I've heard of SNK is in Capcom vs SNK. If you have a Switch, it actually is on the free nesting that Switch owners have. Oh, I think you need to have a subscription to Nintendo, which I just had mine expire, but it got auto-renewed, but I want to cancel it because I'm not playing Ultimate Online, at least until I get my hearing back, because voice chat with bad hearing is just like pain. But yeah, that's cool. Of course, I'm not bothered about just getting it on emulator, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't think it's my genre of game though. I mean, I really like Paper Mario games, but more serious RPGs with more stats and things, I'm not sure I could deal with it. Because I've just never played any, you know. I've not played Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, Fire Emblem, Chrono Trigger. So one it's probably a good shout for a classic, but yeah, I've just always been very restrictive in the kind of games that I play. I don't know. It's a shame, but these days when I play so few casual games, it's like I'm not sure it will change until something changes it. I don't know, man. Yeah, an action RPG is not that kind of RPG. That's fair enough. I don't know what do you mean exactly. Legend of Zelda with leveling. I guess it's kind of like how Undertale isn't really an RPG because it doesn't focus on combat that much. It's more just an interactive story that is based on an RPG. This is kind of like more an action game that's based on an RPG, or like fundamentally an RPG. That's kind of how I imagine it. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Well, if you ever do take up Paper Mario, I have a lot of memories about it. I remember everything about all three of those games. It's so they really are my favorites. Not turn-based. Yeah, of course. If it's an action game, how is it turn-based? I mean, it's like his Super Paper Mario an RPG. Kind of. It just has the stat system, which is what you're saying. Even D&D is turn-based now that I think about it. That's a proper RPG. Yeah. Cool, yeah, I think I'm gonna head to sleep or get some food. I've had quite a long stream of just talking a lot. A really long stream of talking, yeah. I have to thank everyone who, chatted. It's been really cool. Yeah, man, no worries. Thanks for the stream. I'm always more grateful to everyone else, but I guess you know how that feels. No worries. What's this emote? Concha. I'm not subscribed to anyone now. Literally no one. So I have to use normie emotes. I wasn't aware of Concha. I'll probably start using that a bit more because this one I'm really getting bored of. But yeah. When I get my hearing back, I'm gonna play some Skyward Sword, learn the routes, and test practice codes at the same time. So that should be pretty fun because like it's kind of jokes when practice codes start going wrong, and it's my responsibility to make them work because I made them. And just the usual SMS shit that I always do. Global. Do I have Peepo Comfy in FFC? Does Peepo Comfy even exist? Yes, it does. And here it is. Shoutouts to Ian for inspiring me to get this emote. It's such a good emote. Ian, of course, just always never washes his hands when he goes to the toilet. So this is a very applicable one for him. He goes, takes the shit during FF1 and doesn't wash his hands, gets poop on the controller. Good times. Do I have wide Peepo? I don't think I do. I was like, I'm not. Yeah, that one's a bit too extra even for me. Peepo is just like the best though. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys soon. Definitely try to find some time to watch a bit more Wind Waker HD. So watch some SD as well because world records are going to be happening soon. See you later. Thanks for hanging out.